We had a brownout in my apartment, and since I was hosting, we lost like everything. I don't know what caused that. My UPS died. It should have kept the stream going for at least a few seconds, and then it died. And to top things off, like I have a brand new cell phone, and when I was troubleshooting the computer thing, it got knocked off my chair. And normally my cell phone is fine, but because of these stupid unibody designs that both Samsung and Apple use, well, it cracked the screen literally from the upper right-hand corner all the way down to the lower left corner. So for the first time in 15 years of having cell phones, I now have to warranty replace a cell phone that I don't actually have a warranty replacement for. So we're gonna see what Samsung wants to do about that. Give me a second. I'm gonna reassemble my computer here. I gotta finish because I don't know. My computer also wouldn't reboot after this either. It wouldn't even power on. It was like there was something dead with it. So I had to go through a full hard motherboard reset and then power it back on. I don't even know what my graphics settings or anything are at right now. I mean, I don't know if my overclock's still in place, but anyway, we're gonna go into this other match here. Where is Monster Cat? Twitch. Of course you would die on me, Twitch. This is online. Save changes. I don't know why I did. I still see the... Oh, I don't see the party chat. What the hell happened here? Why? Ah! Nothing should be doing this. Okay, I'm relogging. Man. This is what happens when you have a calamity like this, because you have to set up... For those of you guys who don't stream, you would never know this, but like there is so much software that goes into being able to get this stream actually like live. And it is ridiculous when you have to try to set it all up. Everything from like getting the alert windows up to, which I haven't done, to getting the game running, to audio, to having Monster Cat working. So you have music, to Twitter, to blah 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 blah. I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you guys know that when you crash like this and you have like 30 seconds to get set back up, you miss a few things. Like logging into a video game. God damn it! This is just pissing me off about my phone. All right, I'll just wait on that. I don't know if the freaking warranty replacements. Maybe they'll. Well, apparently I'm still not connected to Battle.net for whatever reason, so I don't know what's going on. No, it doesn't show my ranking, and it doesn't show TYD's ranking either. So, all right, it looks like it is going to be Entropy versus TYD. Who's Sam Gamgee? Okay. Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay. So, that's the match we're going to cast. Sorry about the screw up. Literally, I've never had that happen before. Like, everything in my apartment just went off. Wow. And I can't hear anything in my own ears. I hear no game sounds. It's because there we go. Now I hear everything that I should hear. Oh my God. Yeah, and he's saying, Pastor's saying, or Regret saying I'm loud. So we'll drop that down. What a day.
Yeah. And it has to go on the one of the bigger tournaments that we do.
I know, right? Like, I mean, and the thing is, before I would blame it on my overclock, but it's not my overclock this time. It literally was something completely else, and I have no idea what triggered the power. Like, I even turned my air conditioner off in the living room. Like, normally, like, there's a very fine line between what I can and can't do on my stream. And by the way, is this gonna transition properly? There we go. Now I can move your face around where it needs to be. We'll shrink me down, and we'll shrink you down, and we'll put the two of us together down here. I really need to get an overlay that includes your contact info, but I don't have that right now, so...
It's alright.
Anyway, starting in the bottom right-hand corner, we have our red Zerg. It's Entropy.
And in the top, representing, I think, New AT, it's TYD.
Oh, I need to do control music enabled. By the way, if you guys cannot hear, oh, you know what? I do need to check the in-game sounds because those probably got screwed up too. Sound. Oh no, there's still. Oh no, there it is. Enable music. Enable sound. All right, guys, I've got the sound at 20% in the game. If you cannot hear the sound, let me know. It is kind of quiet in my own ears, but that could just be due to the fact that the game actually. You know what? Now that I think about it, this probably doesn't have the right headset. Sound for me. Output device will be. Where is it? There we go. Pick the right one. So yeah, anyway, yeah, we got a TVZ. Probably one of my, not my favorite matches, but one of the ones that I study the most because it's probably one of my weakest matches. Because you have the, I don't know, the potential slowness of Terran with Mech Terran versus the very, very real and very often early aggression from Zerg. Threats like Roach pushes, somewhere around 6 minutes. You also have Ling Bling Muta, which becomes an eventual build. But what we see is a quick pull here with no intention, it looks like, of actually moving down to get um, a second base, which might happen because he's only got 70 minerals. What would you like to see out of this Terran, though, Passer?
Well, honestly, it's going to depend on what he does in the early game. Like you were saying, you have those really aggressive pushes early
Mm-hmm.
on for Zerg. So if TYD is able to stop them and get into his groove pretty much, get his production started up maybe on 2 to 3 bases while the Zerg is stuck on either 2 or 3. He's going to be in a great position here because as a Zerg player, you need at least 3 to 4 hatcheries while the Terran's on 3 bases to get that production really going high
Mm-hmm.
enough to pretty much stop the Terran. So if TYD is able to hold off any kind of early aggression, he'll be in a great position here. Entropy does go for the gaseous opening too, so he's going to be able to get that early aggression just because he's going to have the minerals to get a lot of Zerglings if he wants, a lot of Queens for those injects.
Mm-hmm.
But he will need speed if he decides to go for that, just because you need Banelings and or Roaches, just something, because Zerglings are worthless, pretty much, and especially in the early game when you don't have a lot of them.
Yeah, and the thing is, if he and one of the popular builds is to go for Ling Bling Bust, right? So you take a Ling, you take a bunch of Lings, you morph them into Banes, and then you just plow down the front. And without the additional wall, Terran sort of becomes on the back foot and has to sort of scramble for defenses. Maybe he's got a lucky tank that he has to, constantly repair. Still, you're whittling down his economy because he doesn't have them working. I'm sorry, mining minerals. Maybe you just go ahead and get in and kill off a few workers. It doesn't matter. He's still got to rebuild that front wall that he knocked down. I mean, things like that can go ahead and help the Zerg player. On the Terran side of things, I do see a reactor. I mean, he's spitting out 2 Marines at a time. He's got the Reaper that did a little scout earlier that's on patrol now. He'll bring down the factory, and he'll be able to put out double Hellions or double Mines. Both of these things cause a big threat to the Zerg player because you can rush the Hellions in, even past the Queens, and with their range upgrade that they got a while back. The thing is, they'll be able to get in and do some harassment and force queen movement. The queens have to address, the Hellions if they get in there. If he's going mines, then you're gonna need overseers because you can't just blindly rush your muta flock across mines. You got to have an overseer with it so you can pick them off. So I mean, there are options, and it looks like he's maybe exercised one of those. But in the meantime, the Zerg player, he's just kind of like, yo, I want a third base.
Yeah, he definitely needs it to stay ahead here. And with the secondary base of TYD already down, he's a little bit ahead in... No, actually, he's not ahead in income, excuse me. He hasn't dropped the Mule Hammer yet. And we do see, like you said, the 2 Hellion production right now. It's going to spawn on the Reaper. And basically what he needs to do with that is start doing damage to the economy. Zerg economy early on really relies on not getting harassed, just because
Mm-hmm.
you do need a lot of minerals to get some of those later game techs, and if the earlier you get them, the better your position you're in. But we do see a small swarm of lings here cutting drone production. I don't really know how I feel about this because, like I said, you do need to get up to 70 drones really, really quickly. But with metabolic boost, I think he's about to bust, or at least try to bust.
Yeah, and the thing is that, like I said, what you'll do is you'll park the banelings usually somewhere just outside of the wall you want to do. Morph the banelings in out of sight, and then just you send the zerglings in to absorb some of the basic fire, and then the banelings come in behind and break down the wall because You know, the way target firing works is that they don't prioritize banelings over zerglings. They just prioritize workers over that. And there is a small attack here. The zerglings do get a good surround on the hellions. They're going to clean up that hellion and that one reaper there really nicely. So the work that was trying to get done at the third base really isn't there, because the third base was basically brand new. I mean, he hasn't had the first larva pop, which he does now with 2 zerglings. And you look at the base over here, and you look at the unit composition, you know, of TYD. He's got a Viking and 4 Marines and 2 mines. And the 2 mines are, where are the 2 mines? They're being dropped, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so he did get a lot of good damage there. He got about 10 drones in that attack. But and it's also a really good thing that TYD didn't make at least 4 to 5 Hellions in there, because he lost them all. If he didn't, if like he lost that many units, he would have been in a lot worse position here. But it does look like he's going to be in a very bad position anyway. All his units are in that medevac.
Yeah,
On the other
and
side
actually
of the map.
actually they're not even all in it. I mean, like he's gonna drop back in here again, but it's not gonna matter. As soon as these banelings morph, I mean, he's got 0 defense. He has a Viking that scouts this, but what is he gonna produce with? Like, he doesn't have the production out right now to be able to handle this. I mean, sure, I mean, these workers went in here, and there's a spine crawler here, and the mines are cleaned up nicely. I mean, admittedly, I mean, like, one of the mines has got 5 kills. Where's the other one? The other one is hidden behind the extractor, I think. But look at this. The Banelings come in. They take out the quote wall, which just makes up a bunker. They get some good hits on workers, and then it's just a link flood the whole way. I mean, like, there's little they can do. He's got no basic defense here at the wall. He's got, like, what, 2 Marines, I believe? So this is turning into some kind of very awkward, like, base trade. I mean, he's got Marines and mines picking away at the... I'm sorry, TYD's got Marines and mines picking away, but he's got to recall the medevac for defense, because there's just too many Zerglings. I mean, he can't land these 2 command centers and output any sort of unit production that he needs. I mean, he's broke, TYD is.
Yeah, it's a good thing that he does have those 3 orbitals, because if he is able to hold this, he will be in a good position just because he has those mules to remake his economy. But unfortunately, I don't think he'll have the time here. That wall is a reactor, which has a little bit less health. Oh, no, it's the exact same amount of health.
As a depot.
As a depot, but... Yeah, with the Banelings, I mean, this is pretty much GG here, because he doesn't have the units on the other side of the map. So if he doesn't target fire perfectly here, he's dead.
Yeah, and the thing is that the way this map is positioned, if you look very closely at where the depot is, there is a 1 hex line where the Lings can run between the factory and the edge of that little, like, cliff there, and just flood right into the base. And here come the Banelings. There is nothing to stop them. All they gotta do is target fire that. They do. They take down that. They also take down the barracks. Holy cow, now he's got a giant hole there, and now you see all these Lings just flooding in. Oh. And as I said, there's a 1 hex square there, and he's got nothing. I mean, the depot, the barracks is going down, but it's not going to matter.
Yeah, dude, that he was trading a little bit well there for a minute there, but once those guys got into the base, it's just pretty much GG. You can never let a Zerg get to that critical mass of Zerglings there. So he will lose this game.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, Entropy takes the victory over TYD, mainly just simply because of the fact that he didn't have enough units. I mean, he did expand, but I think he expanded too much. He really needed to take that 400 minerals for the third base, and he needed to focus it into either more units or more buildings, basically. And it looks like my StarCraft is going to go back to what it was before because it died. So hold on a second. I'm going to close my client because I have to type in my username again. And I know why I did it. It happened because the stream, the computer died so abruptly earlier. And so what I really need to do, actually, you know what, Pastor, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to exit out of the game. I'm going to clear the game cache, and I'm going to come back. So one moment here, guys. I'll put it back on Monster Cat so you guys have got something fun to listen to. And Pastor's going to go look for our next match, actually.
All right, let me check. Let me check around what we got here.
Where is that file to?
I'm saying something.
By the way, I'm sorry, guys, about the technical difficulties. It's not my PC related. We had a power outage here in my building that actually cost us time. So.
Yeah, hang on. I got help at Entropy. He's having some problems finding something.
All right, no problem. And I'm going to program data, BattleNet, and delete everything in this folder. And I gotta restart Battle.net and go from there. Wow, what a crazy day. And the cell phone's cracked screen is just gonna piss me off.
Yeah, I hear you. Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna launch the game again, but I need to research something very quickly here. Here, let's see here.
Thank you very much and good night.
Alright. I don't know which games are starting yet.
I'm not sure either, but apparently my game just does not want to connect whatsoever, and I don't know why that is. I'll log back in again. By the way, guys, I'm sorry about this.
You're a robot.
Oh, that's not what I want. What the hell are we listening to? Oh, Pegboard Nerds, okay. It's called Swamp Thing. Okay, I don't know why my game just refuses to connect properly here. What's going on with my networking? It's actually a good song. I need to go to my hardware. Sorry, guys. The technical difficulties all started because my computer unexpectedly was shut down by not enough electricity, apparently. So, this is not normal. I fixed my overclocking problems. That's not the issue. It's something else. So, I gotta look into my networking issue and see what the hell's going on.
Alright, so is stream going off?
No, stream's right fine. It's still going. I'm just saying that it was an issue earlier, and I know the thing is that I need to actually reboot the computer a second time, but I didn't have time to because I have to do this. So.
Okay.
Please go to that.
Yes. Alright, so I think I got us a pretty good one, but
Alright, what are we looking at here?
Hang on one second. Alright, that was ugly. But I think I got us Cubo and Bly.
Alright, oh, that's nice. That is nice.
But Bly's not responding.
Alright, you find that. So, where is what I'm looking for? Let's get back into this ESL chat thing. There we go. I don't know why I don't show up with my rank, but I don't have time to deal with it. I just reset all this freaking equipment and stuff on my computer set up, and I don't think it saved it because it, no, I can't turn any of these network card settings on either. Damn it. If I so much as touch my network card, the stream drops. That's fun.
Alright, so I'm heckling Regret to tell him to go find Bly.
Good idea. Make him work.
So hopefully we can get that one, because that one would probably make our casting careers, or not, or break us.
One of the two. I mean, I've casted a couple pro players that have been in this Open, once or twice, but thankfully I did it when I didn't have the problems with the tech.
You know what I'm ticked about? Like a couple of weeks ago, we had Pult in this, and I was not here for it.
Oh, I wasn't here for it either, unfortunately. CM Pult? Yeah. Why is this thing... Damn it. I hate going to websites and then, like, you have these stupid web ads that, like, they're, like, full-on movies now, because I remember when they used to just be, like, GIFs, and you could just ignore them. Now they're, like, full-on videos that have sound. I'm like, shut up, you know.
Alright, we got him.
Alright, invite me to the game. See it.
Well, I don't...
Well, Regret invited me to the game.
Alright, it's Cubo. Justin, please. Alright, suggest for party.
You know what's funny? You look at these cell phone warranty things, and they're like, you can get an extended warranty for $99, but if you exercise the warranty, they charge you $75 plus tax, even with the extended warranty. I'm like, I could go to a cell phone repair store and just have them replace the friggin' screen for $50. Like, why would I ever buy this? Because the point of paying the $100 is so you don't have to pay anything else for it. But yet you're like, oh, we'll pay us $75 more. It's like, well then, screw off. What is this crap? It's highway robbery. Now I gotta replace my phone screen. Man, I've never had a phone screen crack. But here's the thing, and this is what I want to tell everyone: these unibody phones that are made of metal, that don't have a replaceable battery. Let me tell you something about physics, people. So when you hit an object, the amount of force you apply to that object has to go somewhere. If the object doesn't move, it's going to reverberate back through your own body. This is why when you hit a brick wall, your hand cracks, because the amount of energy you're applying doesn't actually have any effect on the wall, so it's got to go somewhere. So it causes vibrations through your bones, which is why your knuckles crack. When you drop a cell phone that has a replaceable battery, you ever notice that those things don't ever have screens that crack? Why? Because the battery and the back cover pop off. Well, that's the kinetic energy being expelled through the battery and the back cover exploding. It's why iPhones constantly have more cracked screens than any other phone there is. Well, the Galaxy S6, which is what I own, is built basically like an iPhone. So it's unibody aluminum, and none of the parts come off, which means it's got no place for the vibrations to go, which means you end up in a situation like I'm in now, where I've got a cracked screen, despite the fact that I have a rubber case, which you can see right here. So,
well, I can't see anything.
I know I don't have it. That's not working on your end. So, and I've got something on my camera here. I need to wipe off, but I'll have to do that later. All right, looks
so
like Bly takes Terraform and Dash out of the pool.
Yep. So Cubo's gonna take out Bridgehead and one more.
Oh, you went AABB for this?
Honestly, this doesn't matter too much. Cubo was taking a bit, so like if they take a bit, I kind of just disregard the rules a little bit. Don't tell Regret I said that.
Ha. Well, he's watching the stream, so you can tell him yourself.
Yep. First map. So let's just get Acer to let us know the map.
Yep.
One SST. All right. So the first map's gonna be.
Yeah, you guys can't really see this, but if you can't tell, but like the phone is cracked literally right where I'm tracing my finger, like all the way down to the bottom. Like this is why you can't buy unibody phones and why I thought the iPhone was such a bad design, and it still is a bad design because they believe that despite the fact that they are Apple, that they can defy the laws of physics. And that's
all right. So we got our map. Sorry about that.
Moonlight.
Yep. So map number 3 would be Coda if we get that far, but Coda, not Cortana. Get out of here.
Yes, that's why you turn that feature off, because it's a stupid feature to begin with.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun to play with.
Yeah, you know what? And you're already annoyed by it. So what I'm getting at is that like literally in 6 months you'll disable the feature. If there's a feature on something that you cannot use regularly without it interfering with everything else, then it's not worth using, and it will be disabled. I mean, that's just how it goes. And that's the problem with Cortana, is that it's not useful. It's the same reason why most Apple users don't use Siri anymore. It was a cool gimmick to use and show your friends, but nobody uses it anymore because it's just more private and less weird to just type in your phone without having to speak to your phone and then realize, oh look, you did it incorrectly. Let's go ahead and have to correct that. Alright, Monster Cat goes off, music comes on.
All right, so there will be no match history for this just because Bly says he doesn't want that, and I kind of get that because he is a pro player.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think I've seen Cubo. Go ahead.
Did you choose, is it no build order or no match history, you said?
I think I put no match history.
What's the advantage of the no match history stuff? That doesn't make any sense. Like, you can't see like anything but the graphs, right? That's the thing it negates.
Hang on, let me find words. So basically what no match history is it doesn't show up on your match history, which means you can't look at build orders and all the stuff like that, as opposed to just turning off no build orders makes you not...
You cut out there. Are you okay? Passer? Oh no, did Passer crash? I think Passer crashed. Yeah, looks like he crashed. So I'm going to end the call with him because this is going to keep going and try to call him. And we're going to go ahead and cancel that, and we will close his window for the time being. And I will solo cast this match. So anyway, yeah, technical difficulties all the way around. Not sure. Must be something to do with the fact that I'm involved because, yeah, I'm involved. That's the only thing I can think of. So in the meantime, we'll wait for these guys to load, and then we'll have Acer Bly versus Cubo, and we will get this ZVT all up in your face. Damn. Sorry, I'm looking online for places that will replace like screens, and they're like, oh, Samsung. They're like, oh, look, we'll do $75 for your thing, but we'll charge you another $100, and that's the Samsung plan. But other places are like, we want $200 to replace the screen. Which is, here's the crazy part. You know how that works? Is that basically they're not replacing the screen. What they're doing is they're replacing the phone. So what they're actually doing is they're saying, hey, look. Oh, man, this thing's totally lagged out. Not sure what's taking so long. It's probably because Passer crashed. I'm not sure if this is even going to load in properly because it's supposed to wait a minute and then die, but Passer might still be in a chat or something. I'm not sure. His PC tends to bug out because he has Windows 10 now, and that's never something you want to really deal with. So I'm waiting for the game to load in. You can see that the loading screen is sitting there, but I can't do anything about this. I actually don't know what's causing it. This is what happens. There we go. So anyway, sitting down in the lower right-hand corner, we do have Cubo as the Pink Terran. Can and in the upper right-hand corner, we have the purple Zerg. It's Acer's Bly. Malcolm555, you joined DJ's crew like a boss. Thank you for following. That's awesome. Welcome to the stream. I'm casting the ESL Open number 29. Currently, you are watching a best of 3 between Acer Bly and Cubo. Kyobo. I think it's Cubo. Alright, so that's the party. Anyway, we're going to go back to this. So we do see a standard depot racks coming down, mainly because these are the first 2 buildings you always want to make as Terran. Over here, Acer's Bly is looking to... where did he go? Oh, he's just scouting. So, I mean, we're probably going to see a hatch first out of Acer and then the pool. That's not a bad thing. Typically, you need to go ahead and take that sort of economic lead as a Zerg because the Terran now, the one base is so strong. I'll jump in Passer spot. All right, we will have a second. Where's Regret at? Maybe I can add him to this real quick here. Call. All right, I'll call Regret and get this moving.
Hey, man.
Hey, how are you? By the way, if you have your camera available, I can add you to the stream overlay.
It's available.
It's not active. You do not have a cam active.
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
I am going to fix that right now. Skype.
All right.
Tool view. Where's options? Options.
Video. Actually, you know what you can do? You can click on the Skype call and just drag your mouse down to where the little camera icon is. It's got a line through it. You can just click on that and it'll activate whatever camera you got. However, I don't see a camera. Let me know when that's active.
Can't start video. Try closing other programs.
Oh, you've got you've got something else open that's using
my
it.
stream's open. There we go. I just closed my stream.
Okay.
15
right.
seconds, I'll be good.
All right, no problem. The Cubo is actually going down. He's going to go for a factory. He's got a Rax. He's got a couple Marines here. Not bad. I mean, this is going to be good against the few early Zerglings coming out by Acer's Bly. They're Slowlings. He does have... Sorry, I'll get this tabs up for production. He hasn't started speed quite yet, which is kind of unusual. He might be waiting on the gas for it. Let's see. Yeah, he's waiting on the gas. I guarantee you speed will come down as soon as the gas finishes here. Do we see that? Not quite. No, I don't see. There you are. I do see your regret. Let me add your beautiful face to this. You may want to put a little bit of light on your face just for what it's worth, because you're kind of dark. Let me figure out how the hell I'm going to add this. Screen capture his face. And there we go. Wow, that is really big. We'll make you a lot smaller than that so that people can see the actual game. Pastor has this issue where his computer will occasionally just die. And it looks like it has died today. And then my PC, I had literally I have a UPS that's supposed to stop the power outage, but it hasn't fully recharged because it was a power outage apparently while I was away. And a brownout. So, let's see here. The Zerglings are turned away by Cubo's initial Marines. There is a bunker going down just to go ahead and defend against what he thinks might be a Bane bust. We don't quite see the Baneling bust yet. We do see speed coming out for the Zerglings and a hatch being saturated by Bly. Other than that, it is business as usual in this StarCraft match. What do you think? What do you want to see out of this, Regret? Tell me. What do you like? What do you don't like? What do you hate?
Well, I'm 90 seconds behind because I'm actually not in the game.
Oh, I thought you were in the party.
I was. I made the party because I had Bly and Kaibo on my friends list and stuff. Just because Passer couldn't find Bly, and Bly doesn't know who Passer is, so he's not gonna respond.
Gotcha.
I got everything together and then dipped out so I could keep it minting. And then when Passer dropped out, I told the other administrators to admin and I would jump in. So we still had a stream for.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll add you to the stream. I mean, you can see him on the cam, but he is watching 90 seconds behind. And I was not aware of that because I thought he was still in the game. Because apparently when Passer crashed, Regret was kind of like, I'm out too.
Yeah.
We see a second barracks coming out. I'm sorry.
I left before you guys loaded in. Right as soon as you guys started the game, I bailed.
Okay. So there's a spine crawler coming down for early defense. I mean, there is a worker going to get in here and get a small scout. It's at like a third of a health, but it's going to not see much. It doesn't see the back of the base. Not that there was anything to see there. I mean, Bly is just now getting his 4th gas. He's got a couple of queens, or I'm sorry, a trio of queens. He's keeping up with his creep spread. He's got a spine crawler there, and there's a small push here. And when I mean small, I'm joking by the fact that there is a medevac, 7 Marines, and 2 tanks. So this is going to be fairly difficult for Bly to deal with. He is pushing out a fairly significant amount of drones. So he might be able to get another round of Lings by the time... I'm sorry, he get a round of Lings, so he might have time to get another round of Lings. But these tanks are just moving too slowly across the map. I mean, the Marines are going to be there, and if all these Lings get out, they will be able to kill off this small Marine force, even with the medevac, which it looks like he basically just hit, like, F2 and move, because all of his units are out of position. He does rally his units back to the tanks, but the tanks are going to take out his own Marines, and he doesn't lift any up in the medevacs, and now the Zerglings actually get a surround on the tanks. He has 1 Marine left that's got to do all the damage here. He does manage to save both tanks, but at what cost? 1 tank is down at 18 health, and the other is at 104. More Zerglings come out, and there are 3 Marines to deal with all this, and so he tries to pick up both tanks, and he's like, all right, I'm out of here. He does do some drop micro at the tanks to go ahead and save this off, and he manages to actually keep both tanks, but he loses all of his Marines. A 3rd tank comes up the rear, but now the Zerglings are just going to sort of head and take up post in the middle of the map, while Queens do go ahead and sort of post up at the front. I guess more like between the two expansion bases, between the 3rd and the 4th. And these tanks move in, and the tanks do drop. 1 does die right away. He picks up the other one, but into a medevac that gets picked off by Queen. So unfortunately, he loses 2 tanks in next to no time, and basically it looks like Cubo's just unit management is costing this game. He's had several opportunities in the right composition, but he allows Acer's Bly to take a 3rd base without basically any effort at all. In the meantime, if you look at the units lost tab, I mean, Cubo has lost only 15 units, but the army value itself is more than double what Acer's Bly has lost. And that's just not something you can do as Terran. When you produce expensive, slow units like tanks, they need to be even pace with your Marines. They've got to be at the front. They've got to be ready to go. And now he's got 3 tanks and 2 Marines, but out come the mutas because 9 minutes is the muta timing, and there are 9 mutas on the base, and guess what doesn't kill mutas? Tanks. And unfortunately, Cubo forgot Stim, and so Stim is still 150 seconds away. So there's nothing Cubo can really do against this. He's got a Viking, but it dies right away. He has nothing to fight this. And it just looks like that there's just nothing Cubo can do right, or Acer's Bly can do wrong, and GG is called, and that is game 1 of the best of 3. Yeah, so there we saw a very terrible example of how your unit management while moving out should really be in sync with everything else that you do. And once again, my game is disconnecting for no logical reason whatsoever. So we're gonna connect really quickly.
Do you just want to follow Bly?
I can, but this is the best of 3. So
that's right.
I need to add you to the party. Where are you? Are you in this chat?
I'm in ESL NA chat.
All right, let me get you in this. There you are. Regrets. Suggest for party. Let's see here. Passer. Let's see here. Where's Acer? Let's do this.
Pretty cool having like drop-in replacements all over the place, because if I couldn't have done it, Medic could have done it. Medic could have done it. Medic could have done it. Sinistro could have done it.
Well, and that's the thing. Like I really appreciate the fact that I gotta re-add your window to this screen. I mean, this was actually the open tournament. We tend to have a bit more staff here than usual. And the last couple times, like people just had vacations. We've had people moving. Like Pluto moved like 2 weeks ago and still doesn't have his internet up. Like I came back from vacation also. I know that like there's been family events for King of Blades and stuff like that. So it's just like all over the place. Acer's Bly asked what happened. I mentioned that Passer died and that you're taking his place. So you and I are going to go ahead and cast the rest of this. And you're also adminning this thing too, aren't you?
Yeah, so the internet works out pretty good.
Yeah, so hopefully that will be of the working. We do have party chat. Looks like Moonlight, looks like Cubo is going to be the host for this. I really wish we could kick Passer out of this group, but I don't have the ability to do that.
What's the order? I know it was...
shit, I don't remember. I thought it was... Well, Coda's 3rd. And we just saw... That was Terraform? So I think it's Terraform, Moonlight, Coda? I think that's the order? Okay. I think that's what they said. So, we'll do that. I'm gonna just step away just briefly for just 1 second. Oh, he canceled it. We must restart the party process. Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna step away just for a hot second here, just to go ahead and get some water. Who is? Oh, it's just Passer that's DCing. Can I kick him? Oh, I can't click the leave from party. Ply, do it, Bly. Be not only a high level Zerg player, but also be a high level party management dude person. But I'm gonna get some water. Be right back. 1 second.
Yes, sir. And for the viewers, I also have a beer. I'm not a pansy. I'm drinking on the job. DJ is normally one to drink on the job, but today it's gonna be me. Okay, what are we waiting for?
Looks like they're still chatting away in the chatty chat. Let's see here. Second map is Moonlight. Third one will be Coda later on, people. There it is. Passer has been kicked. No offense, Passer. We understand you're having PC problems. I can understand that to its fullest. I've had those issues plenty. That does remind me. I need to look to see if my graphics card overclock is still in place. Let's see if that is, where is it? Performance, overdrive. Oh, my graphics card overclock is still in place. Frame rate? Oh, you know what's kind of cool? So with all these things called FreeSync and what's the other one? What's the G-Sync? All these monitors now have variable refresh rates, so you're not locked to your refresh rate. A lot of graphics cards have recently offered options to be able to change your refresh rate. So what happens is if your refresh rate goes from 60 frames a second down to like 30, your monitor will actually adjust its refresh rate to match the frame rate your card is putting out, which is kind of cool. The problem, you have to manually enable it in your settings.
Yeah, I really don't worry about that. I tried to set up a double monitor setup yesterday, and for some reason, it really it wouldn't work. It wouldn't take it. I just got Windows 10, but it wouldn't. I have an extra 24-inch monitor here, so now instead of having a double monitor setup since I went to Windows 10, I use my tablet for my Twitch chat because I can't get my monitor hooked up for some reason.
Yeah, you know, Windows. There's the other thing is that there's also Crossfire and SLI issues with it.
Oh, really? I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, there is. So if you do a Crossfire setup or anything, and you've got like more than two, Windows 10 and certain driver versions for each set of cards, like, are really unstable, even latest versions. And by the way, yes, Malcolm555, I understand you want the beer. I will bring it out as soon as my sunburn here that you can see on my arms at least starts to fade in the next few hours. Although I'm pretty certain it's going to hurt like hell because I did forget to actually put sunblock on when I was at the Air and Water show today. My face is fine. My arms are going to turn into like little chicken wings here. All you got to do is pour some hot sauce on it and you're all set, people.
Dude, I'm a ginger, man. I burn like hell.
Well, I'm like my nationality is like one's from the Mediterranean, the other's from like Northern Europe. So it's like I burn, but if I get past the burning phase, then I turn into like Adonis. But it's like getting to that point that's painful.
Right,
so, and by the way, we're going to go ahead and make this full screen again. In the upper right-hand corner, taking a very convincing lead due to some unit management issues by his opponent, it's our Red Zerg. It's Acer's Bly.
And all the way down in the bottom left, we have our Pink Terran, Kaibo. It's down one in the series, but let's see if he can pull something out. Diamond versus a pro player.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think part of this could be is that Kubo's, he realizes he's playing against a very well-respected and well experienced, high-level player. In addition to the fact of being casted, a lot of times when you know you're being casted, there's that thing. It's like, oh shit, I'm being watched. I just don't get to like lose or screw up on my own time. Now I'm losing to another player. You know, I want to at least have a good outing. You know, I had that happen in a LAN about 7-8 months ago, where I wanted to give a good showing, and my own nerves got the best of me. That and the fact that I usually don't drink caffeine, and I wolfed down a Coke and a Red Bull like within an hour of each other, like about half an hour before the LAN started. So by the time like game 2 was there, I was like Speedy Gonzalez, and you'd have thought that I was like a meth head with how fast I was trying to move. It was terrible. So I can totally relate. Oh,
had the shakes.
Oh yeah, I was like afterwards. I was like, what? Hold on, do you guys hear that noise? No, you don't hear it. You don't hear it? Okay. Oh my god. There's no noise. Okay, I guess never mind. So stop freaking out. Like I was speaking so fast, the sound barrier called and wanted its sonic boom back. So I can understand if he felt a little nervous. Plus, also, like I said, there's money on the line. I mean, you're looking at something where it's like it's $50 to the winner here. And even though it may not necessarily seem like a lot to the average person, the thing is that if either you don't have an income, you're underemployed, or if you're in a country that has a slightly weaker economy than the U.S., you take $50, and that could actually mean a lot more to whoever wins it.
Especially when like the Korean players play and win, $50 is a lot to them. It's a no joke.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to give you guys a perspective, just for North America. So the U.S. dollar, and this is the one that I just happen to know off the top of my head, is worth about 16 pesos, right? So, for example, if you wanted to go and buy something now, I think the other way around. So the U.S. dollar to we'll say the euro, I think it's 92 cents to 1 euro, and I think the British pound, it's like $1.40 to 1 British pound, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
Yeah, so I mean it's. So it's something along those lines, just to give you guys a frame of reference. But like in countries like Mexico, where like they went through a very high end of inflation, a period of inflation, like back in the 70s, and then suddenly you end up in this weird lopsided currency where it's like, oh, it's 16 of your units to 1 of my unit. Suddenly $50. Well, I mean, that's almost, I mean, think about it. It's like, well, 15 times 10, that's almost 15. Wait a minute. Number's going to be off, but it's a lot, basically. And so you do something like the Korean won or the Swedish krona where DreamHack is, and they're like, oh, yeah, this is like 50,000 Swedish krona. It's like, well, that's about $28,000 American. I mean, that's nothing to balk at, but still, I mean, it's the exchange rate is very, very favorable. And when you have a European group like the ESL doing a tournament in the local currency, it's always beneficial. You do see a little poke here by Bly, but nothing too serious.
Yeah, not much. You push it away with that Reaper. He's basically just trying to get a scout out, see what's at the wall. You try and get a glimpse of what's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Do have a command center going down. I don't play Terran, so I don't know if this is normal or not.
You're a dirty non-Terran player.
Yeah, I'm a Zerg player, and Bly is not doing anything out of the ordinary. He's got a Roach Horn kind of early, so he might be for going. Oh, there it is. He's going for the Roach timing. 6 Roaches are on the way.
Yeah, and he's gonna do it through the back door because Moonlight Madness has this one thing where this is the one instance where it's very Zerg friendly because your third effectively becomes like the same as your main, where it has 2 entrances into it. You can do like a quick run by of the main and pop into the third.
Yeah.
The third also has 2 sets of rocks that can be broken down and gotten access to. So, very easy for Zerg to harass you from 2 to 3 different points on this map.
And the Terran's only mistake here so far is just not having anything back there by those rocks to see if they go down. He's going to be blindsided.
Yeah, and he's putting the mine in a good place. It's right through him. Now, granted, the Overlord does spot the mine, so the Roach will probably send 1 Roach up to go ahead and do it. It won't be killed. There it is. The Overlord takes the hit, and now the Roaches are here. And with the Overlord vision, he'll actually be able to see up there and be able to take down, this bunker fairly easy and get his Roaches in there. There are no Marauders on the field to be able to help with this. And the command center, while normally a good timing, is not the right one. He throws down 2 bunkers here to try to deal with it, but this amount of Roaches is going to kill Infinity no units Terran. So this is really, really, really looking in favor of Bly. It's a very strong push by him because there's just
2 Marines and 1 Hellion. There's nothing you can do against 6 Roaches. I mean, that's it.
It's game over. And the thing is, like, he's producing only Marines. None of his bunkers are finished. He has no way to do it. He's got 1 mine that currently is not being repaired. I mean, he moves the Zergling up, and the mine actually kills all of his own workers.
Oh
wow.
That was a crazy hit.
Yeah, that was. And it looks like Cubo decides victory. It will not be his, and he GG's.
Yeah, that Roach build is really hard to stop, especially when it's done by somebody at Bly's level.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of.
I mean, it was. I mean, if you look at like the. Damn it! I want to look at the graph, but I keep getting disconnected because potato internet. So I've got to get this fixed. I don't know. What?
Why does it DC you after every game?
I don't know. Like, I have no idea why it does it. I've tried every trick in the book to fix it, and it doesn't. It just repeatedly disconnects me. Like,
does it happen on ladder or only when you're streaming?
No, it only happens when I have a Skype call of any kind. It's Skype that interferes with it. Because what it is, first of all, the issue is actually BattleNet, okay? So if you watch the number of TCP connections that BattleNet opens, it's like 50 to 60 TCP connections that BattleNet opens all simultaneously. And then Skype does the same crap. And you know why? Advertisements.
Oh.
And that's literally why it does it, because BattleNet has all these advertisements sitting in their window. And I'm like, really? I don't need any of that crap, but thank you. So.
And it's just so much that, hey, this Malcolm555 guy?
Yeah.
He followed me earlier. He was hanging out with me this morning. What's up, Malcolm?
Nice. So, by the way, I'd like to welcome the other people to the stream. By the way, I think it's pronounced BR0. Welcome to the stream. I'd like to say hello. And by the way, Infinity Catalyst, I know I've casted you before. Welcome back to the stream. If any of you guys out there haven't followed, go ahead and click the follow button underneath my stream just to let me know you guys enjoy what you do. Maybe you just want to do it to show ESL some love. And I know Regret also streams too, so if you want to give him a shout, go ahead and do that. Regret, why don't you hand out your information?
All right. Find me on Twitter at RegretSC2. Twitch channel is RegretSC2_. I also just threw DJ a host, so it's going to pop up here in a minute on on his
Thank you.
chat.
Thank you.
So hopefully
Hopefully-
some of my followers will log on and check it out.
Let me make sure my following thing is working properly, because even though I do see it in the chat, I don't quite see it in my Twitch alerts, which is weird because my Twitch alerts. Let's see. Let's try a test hosting it. Now, okay. Wow, it tells me I'm hosting myself for 144 viewers. Because I have to send myself a test. So my Twitch alerts may not be working properly. Let me actually close that window and restart it here real quick. We'll relaunch that. Pastor's host may not come through online, but thank you very much for the host. I dopely appreciate that. We are going to go back to one thing here. We're going to look for another match, and I got to open the bracket. Where we stand with these brackets here. Let's see what's going on here.
We're probably getting somewhat close to the end, aren't we?
Sort of, yeah. It looks like Entropy actually built Mithrandir, which actually is the. By the way, for the guys who don't know that, a Mithrandir is actually the name of the race that Gandalf and the Balrog from Lord of the Rings. That's their race name. Is the Mithrandir, and it looks like he had to leave out a letter because I don't think it allows a longer name. But yeah, that's him. So Entropy is fighting Revolution. Hiza is fighting Blue. Abaddon is now going to take on Bly, and it looks like Slayer Zarthar is staying up late for this and is taking on Lancel. So, interesting matchup. Good to see Slayer Zarthar returning to the tournament, by the way. He usually has to go. He is a Korean player, and for him, it's like 5 a.m. wherever he's at. So, hopefully, he'll be able to duke this out. Maybe he's got lots of caffeine, and he'll be able to make it through again, because he has been a finalist before. So who would you like to fight? We might be able to spread the love around if we can get into any of these quarterfinal matches here. Let's see who's here.
Hiza's here. He's ready. He asked for a cast. I sent a message to Bly. He didn't answer, so we're gonna go ahead and invite Hiza to party, I guess.
All right, we'll do that. It's Hiza and Blue, and we've casted Blue before. Blue is someone who never goes as Blue. He is always a different color. So I'll put the link in stream.
Okay, and I just invited Blue. Blue's listed as away currently.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what's up with that.
Maybe he just wants to look away. Will you be casting Wednesday night, right? Yes, Infinity Catalyst. I believe I will be casting Wednesday night. I've had a really sporadic like tournament casting schedule just because I came back from vacation, and when you leave for like 5 to 6 days, like everything in your life sort of gets like fast backwarded. So it took me a while to get caught up on everything, including like bills and all kinds of domestic stuff. So I need to change the gain on my the exposure. Whoa, the gain is way high on my my screen. I look like I'm bleachy white. I am sunburnt actually. This white guy's got some color, bro. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I've got a couple friends that are redheads, and you take them outside, and they just turn into like a spotted leopard, and then burn.
It really sucks. And like I'm not like a true ginger. My hair is brown. It's just got a reddish like a reddish tint to it. But I burn like a full-blooded soulless ginger.
So we are not taking you out like Ron from Harry Potter, right? We'll just leave you indoors and give you like one of those aluminum foil triangle things they had in the 80s. Remember the bronzers, so you could get like the under part of your chin tanned.
Yeah, right.
Like all that ridiculous shit from the 80s.
Oh,
I only remember that because I saw like a movie where like there's two female characters and they like live in some big city, and then they're on the roof of their building tanning, and they've got that like weird like foil underneath their chin, and I'm like, really? So you're wearing a bikini and then you have that over your boobs to get the underside of your chin? So that means you're gonna have this weird shadow that go like this triangle that goes down your belly button. That's the 80s for you though.
Yeah, I've seen that in a bunch of movies, and I remember asking my dad what it was when I was a kid.
It's a bronzer is what they call it. That's what now they have like bronzers that are like the liquid itself. They call that a bronzer. But back then, those things were called bronzers. And I'm like I don't need the underside of my nose tanned. Thank you. That's not a place I regularly look at.
Yeah, he was like, son, it's stupid. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I know. And you know what the really retarded thing was? Is like the bikini became like super popular in the 80s, right? So all the women wore bikinis, which is a two-piece bathing suit. Well, the thing is like, so you've got this thing over your chest because you have to put it basically like right where your pecs would be. That's where you sit it to get the reflection. And I'm like, so you're wearing a bathing suit but not getting the effect of it. Yeah, 80s logic.
Oh shit, I forgot to invite Hiza. Shit.
Well, there you go. Sorry. Yes, I will cast. I'm suggesting for party.
I just sent him an invite. says he's in the part. Oh, he's waiting on him to accept.
All right. There he is.
First, I'm gonna give you lead so that you can
Whoa, what happened? Oh, I just left the fucking party. Oh, I removed. Oh, you just removed me from the party.
Oh shit.
Congratulations, you're awesome. All right, I've got the list of maps. Let me put that in a notepad thing here real quick so I have them. There we go. Please re-add me to the party because I'd like to be able to see the match that I'm casting. Otherwise, I'll say stupid stuff like, look at that carrier spawning banelings.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
That's a really, that's an awesome Nidus Marauder there.
Yeah, right.
It's like the Marauder, the Nidus Worm actually just, it doesn't bother, like, burrowing. It just shoots missiles out of the ground. That's all it does.
Alright, first map Coda, second Moonlight, third Cactus. Let me write that down just so I have it. I have a very terrible memory, so.
I've got it in a notepad thing, so.
Oh, so you're good to go then.
Well, at least I have the. What is this? This is an empty chat that I'm not a part of. This is the ESL one. Maybe I shouldn't be a part of that because Regret's kicking me out of things.
I promote to leader is right next to remove from party, okay?
Oh, you made it? Okay, so first map's Coda. Sorry. Custom games. Coda. Come on, load. Don't potato me. Oh, let me cancel. Hold on, I gotta do the create with mod for Game Heart. Game Heart. And Game Heart. There we go.
Got it.
Alright. Now we're ready. Let's put these people in the right party. So it's Blue versus Hiza. I'll make you a ref, and I will just shut the fuck up as a spectator. And there we go. Blue, why you make a pink Zerg? You know that's my least favorite color, brother. I'm an anti
ZVT, man. I love it.
I don't mind it. Like I said, I don't mind the ZVT. It's one of my weakest matchups. Like, I used to know, like, the Protoss matchup, like, inside and out, but, like, that's, like, started to become my, my weak one. I think it's mainly because of the fact that I've been focusing so much on practicing ZVT that I just, alright, we're ready to go. Alright.
DJ, do you mean to tell you how to beat Zerg once and for all?
I can just make planetaries and tanks. I hear that's what you do. But I can't get to that point, ever. Because I get killed in the first two bases.
I don't know. I make Banes and win versus Terran. When Terran makes Widow Mines, they win versus me.
Well, here's the thing, is that Ling Bling Muta is just the death. Like, I just won't win. End of story. No way. You have to make one Zergling, one Baneling, and one Muta, and that will kill infinity of my units because I will just screw it up that badly. So...
It is hard to micro against mutas.
Well, the thing is, like, truly,
well,
it's not just the mutas, it's the banelings, and part of the reason is a lot of these maps, they got all these freaking narrow chokes. Like take for a second here, let's look at the middle of this map, for example, right around the sensor tower, right? So the thing is that you can, or I'm sorry, the Zelnaga tower, there is room to spread out, you can get up the ramps, you can get away from it, right? The banelings. But then you look at something like Bridgehead, which half the bases are in these narrow little chokes or behind like hidden walls where you can't see the enemy coming. So it's difficult to split against those unless you have either vision or you just give up splitting and just medevac away and hope the mutas don't kill it. But what happens, the mutas chase down the medevacs, you have to drop your units to then deal with the mutas, but then the banelings are still rolling your way. So like I said, I think several of the new maps for this season are very Zerg favored for reasons like that.
I mean, the chokes do make it more difficult for Zerg too, because we do have to get our. In order to kill anything, we can't fight you head on. We have to have us around to win because our units are so weak. Yes,
no, and I agree. Like things like Dash and Terminal, totally agree. Like all those choke points, you can just set up like 3 tanks around a choke point, and you're not getting in that, and it doesn't matter what you do.
There's not a map called Dash and Terminal. It's called Trash and Terrible.
No, it's called Scrap Station Part 2.
Yeah, right?
I'm not kidding. Like, if you guys are familiar with, like, Wings of Liberty, like, Scrap Station was a super popular map. Why? Because it allows you to do air toss and air Terran all day long. Because there wasn't any of that, like, that stuff in the middle that joins the 2 mains for Reapers. And there was no gold bases. You just had to fly. The map was shaped like the letter U. That was your option. And there was an island base in the center. But it was like, that was terrible.
Horrible.
Oh, it was awful. But, you know, they kept it in the freaking map pool for almost a year.
Yep.
So,
I almost want Overgrowth back at this point.
Overgrowth is just like Coda Part 1.
Yeah.
Sorry, it is.
I really do enjoy Coda though because it's balanced for everybody. Number one. I don't know. It's just did we ever introduce these guys?
No, and I figured we'd just overlook that fact and pretend like we did. Maybe the viewers would forget.
Oh yeah, we introduced them. I don't know what you guys are.
Yeah, totally.
talking
This is
about.
done. You guys are idiots. God, terrible human beings you are. But no, we'll introduce these people. So in the lower right-hand corner, it's our Terran hero here. It's I'm not sure what F Black. I know that's his clan, but I don't know the full clan name. But it's his.
And up at the top left, we have our pink Zerg, Blue. What a traitor! Named Blue, can't even fight his Blue.
I know.
Not a
What
good
is this
thing.
individual?
He's colorblind. He thinks he's blue.
I'm just gonna call him Orange. So anyway, we have the orange Zerg player, and then you have me. And hold on one second, I'm looking for something briefly, but I'm not finding it. Where is it? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'd like to welcome a couple people to the chat. I'd like to welcome, I think it's Alakick0. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. If you guys want to, go ahead and give me and Regret here a follow as you see fit. Sorry, I'm not moving off the Terran here for a moment. I'm actually, I got to do a few administrative things to check my own stuffs here just to make sure I haven't missed anything because my alert is not working today for some reason. I suffered a PC outage due to a power outage in my apartment. But we do see two Reapers trying to poke up and do something, but one Queen will kill about 6 Reapers before it dies. Well, actually, I think 3 or 4 Reapers does kill a Queen.
You still got to micro him. You can kill it with
Yes.
3, but you still got to micro.
Yeah, so they're not getting a good scout in. There's not really an easy way to do it. There are Zerglings over here in the other potential spot that Hizza could poke into, and he probably realizes that it's kind of not. He probably knows the Zerglings are there. Basically, is the point.
Yep.
So what do you want to see out of
standard
this?
play above Gold League.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want to see out of this? What should we see out of our Oh, I didn't put the production tab or this up. What do you want to see out of Blue? What would you like him to do?
I would not mind seeing him beat Mech with Ling Bling Muta just so I know how to do it because I can't.
Well,
So,
you know how you beat Mech, right?
not Ling Bling Muta.
No, it's Corruptor Broodlord Swarm Host, and the reason is because you have 2 siege things there, and you have the Corruptors to deal with the air that's inevitably going to show up to deal with the Broodlords, right?
Yep.
So what you do is you sneak your Broodlords around the side and have them chip away. That means they have to move their mecha, their tanks, or their Vikings, and then you have the Swarm Host just keep attacking the front, which keeps that down, and you chip them away, and you keep like maybe 1 Broodlord sitting at each expansion to prevent them from being able to expand. It'll be picked off, but at least you'll know when they're expanding, you know.
And now we know why I bane bust Terrans.
It's fine. You never let them get to that point because once we have long-range AOE, because you know Vikings and tanks have the 2 longest range of the Terran army, right? Well, I guess Thor's with their javelin missiles, but still. We do have a poke here at the front. This is going to do very, very well against this composition. I mean, he doesn't have enough. He really doesn't have enough units here to deal with the heavy armor of the Queens. I would like to see maybe a Marine or maybe a Marauder in this mix, but he's going for quick, fast, hit them, maybe pick something off. I mean, that's why he's got the the composition he's got now. And he's going to try to poke up here, maybe get this. He does get the tumor, that's good. That's actually not a bad pick off. He'll go over here and try to deal with this hatchery, and he'll have to draw some units because there's no way Blue is going to be wanting to lose this hatchery at this point. It's too
Yeah,
early.
he definitely can't let that go. He can't. He's just gonna let it go.
Oh, he realizes, because this actually is a good timing, because right about now, this is about all the Terran will have. He might have a couple of mines at the front of his base, which I'll check right now. He doesn't. He's got a bunker that's not finished, but he has no other combat units really here. He's got a reactor, so his starport is stalled because the reactor's being built on it. He's got 2 Marines coming out. I mean, this is going to be it. Once his bunker goes down, free reign into the natural, and there it is. Blue manages to break down the wall. All he's got to contend with is 2 Marines.
And his depots are down.
Yeah,
His
and he can't get
depots-
in. Well, he can't raise them because of the fact that he's got workers on it. When you have depots down, you cannot raise it if you have any units on top of it. So while he does do a good job at holding this, at what cost? I mean, look at how many workers are lost. 12, 13 workers.
That's insane. Wow, and he didn't even get the natural. I mean, he did some damage, but that was about it. And look at the roaches and the lings.
Oh, this is game over. Unfortunately, this is going to be impossible to hold. You cannot hold roaches with Hellions because all Hellions do is just tickle roaches. And here it is. This roach force is coming out. It takes out all the takes out both Reapers, takes out or weakens at least every Hellion. The Zerglings are going to go back into this main. There is no defense, and
And
there's the
with that
Banelings.
bust,
Oh, this
21
is...
Banelings, 10 more Lings on the way.
There's
One
no way he can beat
Banshee
this.
is just not going to be enough.
Nope, he needs tanks, and he needs tanks now, and he needs more Banshees, and he only has one, and he's not focusing on the Banelings. And this is it. The bunker dies. There is no defense. He needs to get those depots up now. He does raise them both.
Doesn't matter. There's 21 Banes.
Yep, and there's a small hesitation there. It buys him some time, but he doesn't have Stim yet either. Stim is only half done. I mean, there's nothing he can do against this Baneling force. There's no Marauders. There's only one Banshee, and the Banshee's not even involved in the main fight. I mean, it's not taking out... you really want the Banshee to focus on the Baneling so that you can deal with the Roaches. But that's not going to happen. I mean, and this is dire straits, unfortunately, for Hizza.
Yeah, if he somehow manages to hold this, I'll be incredibly surprised, but I doubt it.
No way. Look at the reinforcements floating across the map. There are Zerglings pouring out of 3 bases, and he knows it. Yep.
30 at the end of that game, there were 38 Lings, 13 Roaches, and he was on top of production, had no units.
No, nothing.
That was a crazy bust, though. He busted with 21 Banelings.
You know what? Maybe it's my... Oh, you know what? I bet you anything. I know what the issue is. Where's my webcam settings? I don't want this. I want the... There's got to be a way to set bandwidth on this frickin' Skype. By the way, if anyone in the chat knows how to alter how much bandwidth Skype uses or how to limit how many TCP ports the damn thing opens so I can have a stream that doesn't do this, I don't know why I'm the only one who has this. Like, nobody else who uses Skype has this issue. Like, you watch things like Base Trade, and they don't have this problem.
I never had drop problems, ever. I don't understand why you guys do. I never have audio problems. I never have drop problems, crash problems, anything.
The audio problem is only because I usually do a sound test before my stream, and I didn't do it this time. So normally my audio is not too bad, except for when I play Left 4 Dead, which is insane because that game, the gunshots in that game are absolutely insanely loud. Like, they hurt my own ears. So if you watch the stream that I did for Future Medic's deployment on Thursday, it was me, her husband, and then Passer were there. And if you watch my stream, like, I'm at one point shouting. I'm shouting into the mic, and you cannot hear me over the gunfire in that game.
That's crazy. Man, I wish I really could have made it. I ended up being at work till like 9 o'clock that night. And by the time I got home, I was so dead.
Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, let's see what's going on here.
Second map was Moonlight.
All right, sorry, I'm also
leader.
typing.
Shit.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that because I'm typing. I got a question from Future from the players about VODs. If you guys want to know what, I do keep my VODs on my Twitch stream. So if you know what tournament you were in, like if it's the ESL, whatever, Triple Threat Cup, and you were in the Bronze Silver tournament, and it was on, this last Saturday, I will put the number of the tournament here. So for this one, this is the ESL StarCraft 2 North American Open number 29. That should be in the top, and I do need to change my Twitch because I'm not casting with Passer anymore. Where's the dashboard?
When you do this, you do create as party with mod and then go to Game Heart, right?
Correct. So you add the map, then you do...
which Game Heart? WCS? HCL?
Yeah, WCS Game Heart, just so that it's uniform.
Okay, create as party.
Pause that, update that. There you go.
I've never made a game with the Game Heart mod before, so...
It's okay. The Game Heart mod has now become more popular, but it used to be like on the second screen, so when you first type in... Alright,
Alright, are you good to go?
I am. I need to do one thing here. You can invite me. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to be like part 2.
It says you're already in game.
No, I'm in the lobby.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Are you ready to start?
Oh, let's do this, man.
Cuckoo.
Alright, I'm going to turn off Monster Cat now. We're going to go back into this. I'm going to maximize the screen for my stream and see what happens. So yeah, by the way, if you guys do want your VODs, if you guys are watching this and you guys are tournament players, I keep those On my Twitch channel, I have 60 days worth of streams there, and then usually I go back about once every 2 weeks and play catch up, and then post all my VODs to my YouTube channel. I don't have my YouTube channel posted here because, well, I don't have a custom URL, so it's not like something nice like YouTube/DJ Spectre. However, if you go to YouTube and you look up DJ Spectre, you'll find my channel as well as an actual DJ who happens to be called DJ Spectre. I'm not that guy. So just look for the one that's called DJ Spectre or DJ Spectre TV, and look for the StarCraft or Need for Speed VODs, and you will find that there if you guys want to watch your tournaments. However, I feel bad because Entropy's stream, my computer died during. So I want to make that very clear. Entropy, your match did not survive. Well, no, I'm telling you, the very first match I had didn't survive. Yours might have actually survived. I need to check, but I really apologize if it didn't. We had tech problems early on, so really apologize about that. And if Entropy wants to be streamed again, we will do that if we get to that point.
Yes, absolutely.
So speaking of that, I'll take a look at the bracket here. Who's left? Let's see. We have, looks like Revolution did defeat Entropy, so Entropy's out of the tournament. Good effort, though. Made it all the way to the quarterfinals, and so our British player, Revolution, is now in the semis. We're casting Hiza in blue, so whoever wins this best of 3 will face Revolution. Abaddon and Bly are still duking it out, as are Slayers Arthur and Lancel.
Slayers Arthur, man, I'd like to cast a game with him. He's a pro player as well, so.
If you'd like, we can go ahead and do that. I have no problem with who we cast. So down in the lower left-hand corner, sorry, we've got a guy who was on the unfortunate end of a very successful Bane Roach push. It's Hiza.
And then spawning up in the top right, it's the pink Zerg blue, who decided to bust down the wall with 21 Banelings, and it was awesome. At least for me as a Zerg player.
You know what? One of these days, Regret, I'm just going to have to politely show up at your front door, and I'll have a pumpkin, and it'll have a knife stabbed in it, and it'll just have a note that just says you.
At least I'll know who did it when it happens.
Actually, you know what's funny? If you go look up, what is it? I think it's Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy from the old Saturday Night Live from like the 80s and 90s. That's
right.
One of his little things. Because instead of having a commercial break, what Saturday Night Live would do is they'd cut over and they'd be like, Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. And it's like, sometimes when I get really upset, I just take a photograph of you and I pee on it. and then it just like stops. But it's like this super soft thing, like you think it's gonna be like a motivational thing, and it's like complete like, oh my god, this guy's a sociopath.
He probably was. Half the stuff they did back then was just insane.
Oh dude, the stuff they got away with in the 80s is insane. Like I remember Eddie Murphy making jokes about like welfare and like how like you're poor and like insulting, because I mean Eddie Murphy was very much like who is it, like Martin Lawrence, and who's another one I'm trying to think of. It's like a stand-up comic who constantly makes fun of other black people because they themselves are black, right?
Right.
So like that's what Eddie Murphy used to do back in the 80s, and his stuff was crazy. Like if you ever saw he did a stand-up in the 80s. I never saw it like live. I watched it like on video whenever it came out. It was called Raw. Holy cow. Like him and Richard Pryor made people like George Carlin look passé with their like, because George Carlin by the end of his stand-up, and I'm gonna piss off the admins when I do this, but it was like fuck shit damn shit fuck shit fuck, and that literally is like his entire stand-up for like last part. If he didn't swear at the end of his stand-up, it wasn't George Carlin. And I mean, he would have whole blocks that were just swear words. That's the way like people like Eddie Murphy and like even Robin Williams. I'm trying to think of another one. Oh my god, I can't think of his name. Richard Pryor, but Richard Pryor got really whacked out on drugs. Like his later stand-up was really bad. Like he did so much cocaine that like he couldn't even speak, and he'd just be sweating like as if he just took a shower. I mean, it was weird. That was the 80s for you, though, I guess. I mean, you watch all those old stand-up, and you're kind of like, wow, that's legal. It's like, no, it's not legal. It was then.
Yeah, you'll be shut down so quick doing anything like that.
I know, because we're
and all this talking about stand-up comedy, there's a roach timing about to get hit.
Well, you know what? There's nothing interesting that happens in any StarCraft match prior to 6 minutes. So,
yeah, that's true.
There are quite a few roaches that are about ready to invade the space of this, but guess what? There is so many friggin' buildings at his front, I'm pretty certain he learned his lesson. But he still doesn't have Marauders. he doesn't have a tank yet either. There's no tanks being produced, but I mean, he's got nothing to fight this. I mean, he's got a tank. Now this tank will be able to help. He's gonna go ahead and try to repair and get this bunker done. This is really his only hope. I mean, he's gonna be supply blocked once his depot dies. Actually, no, he's not supply blocked yet. But the roaches are just
go
gonna
right around.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, he's still got some units. I mean, the tank is going to pop here soon. The tank will help a lot. He really, 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 and I'm going to emphasize this word, really needs Marauders. Like,
Yep. The slowing effect just demolishes roaches.
yeah. Oh, no, and the tank goes ahead and it can't shoot. It does take out one thing, but the tank pops, gets sieged, and unfortunately the roaches manage to get her surrounded on it. Meanwhile, Marines go into the bunker, so they are able to pick off one, maybe two roaches before the bunker falls, but there's just very little they can do. I mean, there's no, you know, he's still making workers out of this base, but his is so on the back foot that this is going to be impossible to hold against. I mean, there's a few more roaches.
8 roaches. There's more rallying across the map now. It's really nothing he can do.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a medevac out, which is helpful. He's got another tank, but what he really needs to do is he really needs the tank to just be in tank mode, not siege mode. He just needs it to do the DPS, and tanks do a decent amount of DPS. Yeah, he needs to send the workers on it and heal it, so he'll get the tank out. He scans randomly the third for whatever reason. Not sure what that was about, but he does manage to, well, he doesn't manage to hold this, but he is going to go ahead and be able to do some damage with this. The Marines are going to go ahead and help. The tank is going to do a lot of the work here. It will deter any reinforcements from getting in here, and this roach finally will die, but literally if you look at the units lost tab, 23 workers, 38 total units cost for 2,300 resources. Wow. I mean, 23 workers lost, and at what cost? He's got a natural, but he only has a grand total of 23 workers versus the 54 of blues. I mean, really, wow. This is...
Mules are OP, but they are not that OP.
You can't mine gas with them.
Yep. And, I mean, 1 tank, 7 Marines, and he's got a third. Production is not on his side. Currently, they just popped, but there's a whole bunch of lings.
Yeah, I mean, like, he might be able to do some damage. I mean, he could probably dissuade this third over here with this drop. But, I mean, the medevac isn't enough now. I mean, he needs heavy armor. He needs Marauders. He's still only producing Marines. I've never understood. Now, here's the thing I have. And, like, even against... Yeah, and even against... Even against this sort of build, like, I still always have 3 medevacs. I wait a very long time to get my starport, but I'll expand, drop 2 medevacs, and immediately build a tech lab to be able to handle that. And he's not doing that. I mean, he's got 2 nice tanks. These tanks will cover quite a bit of distance at this ramp, but guess what? His natural is exposed, and this is what he needs for his income. He needs to get these drones, or these workers out of here, and lift his base. This one tank is coming down, and he's just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm done. Can't handle that, and he's out.
Yeah, and he had that supply depot over by the rocks, but he missed. I guess he just missed them being attacked. I don't know. That's he was prepared for it. I guess he was just trying to play catch up and missed it. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, and that's actually very common. That's part of the reason why I dislike Moonlight Madness so terribly, is that it's got that ridiculous crap in the back that you can't really do much against. Because you're like, well, can I really defend 3 points of attack? No. The answer is always no. Like, even as Terran, you can only defend so many fronts, right? But I mean, I've done some damage against Zerg there, where I'll have Banshees chip away at the rocks and then trap all the queens down at their natural, or I'm sorry, at their third base, which is very devastating. But
I got a surprise for you. Are you back in?
Well, yeah, I'm back in.
All right, I'm inviting you now.
Oh no. Arthur versus... Oh, this will be interesting.
Arthur versus Bly.
Really? So it got that far? I just refreshed it, but it didn't. But the bracket didn't update. Oh, now I see the bracket. It just now updated. Real quick here, let me go ahead. Future Medic is asking for my YouTube channel, which I actually don't know the own address because it's 499.3658 letters long. Because why the hell not, YouTube? So here is, where's the thing? Here's that. That is my channel. I will post it in chat. If you guys are interested, you guys can actually go back and see one of my very first casts ever. And you can just see just how my webcam sucked, my mic sucked, I sucked. and my graphics were terrible. I've done some minor improvements. I'm not saying I'm up to like something crazy like Day 9 or like LivyB where you can effectively have like your own website and you have embedded streaming in your own page because you developed your own streaming protocol. So there's that. But I'm gonna step
Um,
away for 1 second and I'm gonna let Regret take the reins here and spit his lit, so to speak.
spit my lit. Anyway, we're just waiting on vetoes between Bly and Arthur. They're probably the two best and well-known players out of everyone in this tournament. I mean, Bly plays for Acer. I mean, you just watched him in the WCS. What was he in? Round of what? I think it was a round of 32 is where he was playing at. He did get beat early on in the round of 32, but I mean, just to make it that far is insane. But I mean, other than that, I mean, that's really it. These are the two.
Oh, yeah, and Sinestro wants to be added to the party for this match as well because they are going to do the Portuguese stream. I think.
Oh.
I think so. Hold on. Because I think the Portuguese stream wants in on this. By the way, they do. If you guys have never ever seen their stream, it is. Oh, Sinestro wants to be in for admin reasons.
Oh, okay. I'll get him in.
Invite the Brazilian crew though. Well, who the hell's the Brazilian? I know. Hold on. It's like Rocklets is their website. That's what they are. That's their thing. Invite the Brazilian crew though. Sam Gamgee.
That's a lot of people.
Well, this is a great matchup.
Yeah, it's true.
The most I've ever seen in one of our things is I've seen 13 people in our party before for finals.
Yeah, you guys did that with me the last one before I went on my leave.
Yeah, that was absurd. And like, I was like, you know what I started doing is I started not leaving the party or leaving the game until everyone else was out because that did reduce my my chances of disconnecting. But today that's just not going to happen. I'm getting it from every direction.
Nicotina. Where is Nicotina?
I'll suggest him. There.
It's already suggested.
You know what we should do? We should get the new Chinese guy.
I know, right?
Might as well.
I mean, if he's got his stream set up and ready to go, he might as well. There's already 6 people in here.
That dude's probably sleeping right now because, like I said, I think Arthur is like, must be like I don't know, Iron Manning this stuff or something because it's like 4 or 5 a.m. where he's at.
Oh yeah, it is. He's in where is he?
Korea.
That's right, he's in Korea.
But then the Chinese streamer is obviously in China. But you know what's crazy? So the country of China actually crosses like 4 time zones, but China doesn't want to have to deal with the craziness that like the U.S. does, where we have like 6 time zones because of Hawaii and Alaska, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the entire country of China, regardless of where you are in China, is the same time. And that is the one benefit to communism. You get to have the same time zone in your country.
In the whole country?
Yeah. No, I'm not kidding. Like literally, if you're in like Eastern China and the sun is setting, it's still like noon. Well, it's still like high noon where the sun is in Western China. But it's still 5 p.m. in the entire country.
Terra, Iron, Bridge, KK.
Terra Iron Bridge. I guess you're making, right?
Yeah, I am. Terraform.
Host, please. Do it. Go.
I'm working on it. Oh shit! Cancel. It doesn't say I can create it with mod.
You can't create it with mod. Why not?
I don't know.
Did you create the wrong one?
No, Terraform, right?
Yeah, Terraform. You pick the map, and at the bottom it should say create with mod, right?
The only options I have is create his party, join his party.
What? Why don't you have the create as mod part?
I bet you there's too many people.
That's fine. Whatever. Just do the regular one.
All right, Terraform.
We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. We just won't get the UI updates.
Yep, that's all right. Yeah, no problem.
By the way, sorry guys that I'm eating. I didn't have a chance to eat before the stream. So I'm chomping on granola bars and Welch's fruit snacks, which the Welch's fruit snacks are the single greatest invention of man since bread.
I'm just drinking beer.
I will for the finals. I got a 16 ounce with that match's name on it.
All right, well, referee me, and where's Sinistro?
He's not in here.
Oh, I invited him. Wonder where he went.
He's nowhere in this party.
There's already.
I'll invite him. Suggest party.
He had asked earlier. I think he just meant to invite the.
All right. He just went offline anyway. No, he didn't. There he is. Whatever. All right, go. They're ready. Let's do it.
I have to turn off build order. There we go. Start game. Arthur versus Bly. You know what? Bly must be practicing some of his build orders that he's going to use in upcoming, like, maybe ESL 1 or WCS round.
Yeah, WCS is coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, so is ESL 1 next week. ESL 1 Cologne.
Oh, yeah. I've seen ads for that. All right. So, in probably one of the more, well, hopefully interesting matches, in the party number 1, which is down in the lower right-hand corner, it's currently our Korean player who's made his triumphant return to the tournament. It's Arthur.
And all spawning all the way up at the top left of Terraform, we have a red Zerg playing for Team Acer, Bly. And Bly just actually had a pretty good run in something for WCS. He made it to the round of 32 and ended up getting knocked out. But I mean, he was playing some pretty good guy. I mean, Bly is a pro player, but this sounds bad, but he's not J-Dong, and he's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing is that you can still be a really good player, but I mean, when you're talking about having the best in the world, and then you're like, oh, I got knocked out in the round of 32. It's like, you got to remember, like, for those of us that are not at that level, like, being in the round of 32 is something
insane.
Epic, right? For these people, oh shoot, full screen. Sorry about that, guys. Glad we didn't. Glad no action happened while I missed that. But yeah, but the thing is, like, for us to be in the round of 32, that's like a big deal. But when you've got all these people that are just literally like a hair away difference in skill, like, it may be like, oh, this guy got 3-0'd, this guy got 4-0'd, this guy got whatever O'd. It's like, it's not always what it seems. The guy didn't get shut out because he didn't make units or defend or something, right? But look at this. Look what Acer Bly decides he wants to do. Cheeky.
This is what Bly does, man. Bly's the king of cheese. And, like, he's one of the... He's going to check it out because he knows Bly. But,
and it's scouted.
Like, Bly has some kind of uncanny ability to somehow macro his way out of this. So say he does the cheese and it fails. A lot of the time he succeeds in macroing his way out and still playing a normal game after that. I don't know how he does it.
Well, I mean, I guess the thing is to think about it. So if you take 3 bases as Zerg and you lose one of them, but your opponent is still on 1 base, that's still basically a normal sounding result, right? So if you, like I said, as long as the Zerg is 1 base basically better than his opponent, then you're sort of where you want to be, you know?
It depends on how much he wants to lose. You know,
like how much he's willing to lose to get to that point.
Right. At some point he'll realize, okay, it's time to get out of here. You know, it depends on how hard he commits. If he commits too hard, then he obviously can't back out.
Like this, like how he lets the hatchery complete, and the Zealot's gonna obviously knock this thing down in very little time. I mean, there is Zerglings coming out, but 1 Zealot will kill 2 Zerglings, and there's a 2nd Zealot, which means that this 2nd round of Zerglings isn't going to be enough to deal with these 2 Zealots. And there's a Mothership Core. And unless Zerglings can use those speed wings to fly, this isn't going to matter.
Right, yeah, it definitely looks bad for Bly, but I mean, dude's got tricks, man.
No, no doubt. I'm just saying, but right now, this hatchery is going to go down. He's going to get a queen out, and it's going to be able to take down this mothership core, probably no problem, because you cannot actually kill a queen with the mothership core. Like, one-on-one, the queen will win.
He's going to hold this hatchery.
I know, through some miracle with 396 hit points. He's microing against the whole thing, and the Zealots now have to run back home. There is a wall, and it is fully walled off. No, it's not. There's a small hex there where the Zealot can get through, but the Zealot and the probe actually hold it down. And now here comes the creep tumor. These creep tumors will eventually prevent the wall from being rebuilt at mid-game. And yeah, Acer's Bly now with that clutch queen is now going to go ahead and do the work that he needs to do. Now the other two pylons do go down to cover it, and it will take a while for this queen, for these gateways to go down. He brought in a sentry for a little bit of extra damage, but the sentry cannot kill 9 Zerglings. It's just not going to happen. The gateway's going to fall, and oh, he doesn't get the other gateway down. Nice force field, though.
Very good force field. He better stop playing with that mothership core. He's just going to lose it. I mean, that's very important for him right now. He's holding the wall, but he's using a lot of minerals that he's not using on the units. And Bly is just, it's a steady stream of lings. He can sustain himself with this many workers. He can continue to produce lings while spawning larvae.
Yeah, and by having this hatchery over here, he basically gives himself a, quote, defender's advantage when it's actually an offender's advantage.
Yep.
Because he can reinforce at super close distance. I mean, he's got the ability to sort of like block this off, but I mean, like, he's only got a Zealot holding this now. There's one hex where you can get through. I mean, he is going to defend this, but you're right, he's not making any more advanced units. He doesn't have a Dark Shrine out or anything that can really, like, level the playing field here. You know, he just now has Warp Gate, but he still only has one gateway that's actually producing.
Two
so
queens,
he gets, yeah,
2 spines, a boatload of lings. And now, at this point, he's droning up, just in case it doesn't work. He's droning up, and he has made Arthur commit so hard.
Yeah, and by the way, sorry about the issue where I didn't have my what is it, the production tab up. I just noticed that. Now he is slowly pushing himself back, and at some point this creep is going to prevent him from building any more friggin' buildings. So he can't really get past this very well. I mean, he needs like a unit somewhere else. Like, he needs to put like a pylon like over here on the edge, so he's got power down on the bottom, and warp in a Dark Templar to take out this hatchery. Like, he needs to do something drastic. Like, he needs this pylon over here to the left of his main ramp. Because right now, he just has got Stalkers and Zealots. And unfortunately, I don't know. This is going to be very, very difficult to hold. There's now a hole in the wall, but there's enough sentry energy to plug it.
Yeah, and he's got, I mean, he could kill all of these units and still plug it with a sentry. And he's got a forge down. So cannons are going to be, up there they are. Cannons are going to come down. That's going to make it a lot more difficult for him to break in. Just because it does take so many things, and with all these sentries and stalkers, it's...
Good choice with the Guardian Shield. Nice force fields, actually, to go ahead and focus down and keep the Zerglings out until they were able to get up. One Stalker may go down here. Yeah, one Stalker does go down. The Zealots are going to go ahead and help with this. Photon Overcharge from the Natural, which was a clever way to use the base offensively, actually does push away everything, and it's going to be able to pick up some of this this creep over here. But yeah, I really think that, I mean, maybe he doesn't feel it, and I'll leave Arthur to figure out his own thing. But you know, I mean, he did do a clever job where he's able to expand. You know, he's going to finally take out this hatchery that gave him so much problems. Yeah, but look, there's another Natural already there.
And like I said, he macros out of it. Somehow he macros out.
Again, but you look at this, and once again, it's basically one base versus two base. Well, I mean, is he droning up? Yeah, he is droning up now. So, I mean, he's finally going to get to a point where it's going to be even. It'll be two bases, because, I mean, Arthur does have a worker advantage here. Let's see here, yes. He does have a worker advantage of 33 to 31, but that'll only last a short time until the queens can be regenerated and more larvae can be spawned.
And he's got a boatload of lings to hold Arthur back until he does balance that out.
Yeah, because he knows there's no Colossus tech, because it cost all of his minerals and a lot of his gas with those sentries to go ahead and keep that wall up. He knows there likely isn't any air tech. You know, there's no oracles, no mass void rays, you know, and so a lot of he knows sort of where the thing's at. He's like, I had to wear him down, and the gas units that would kill me right now aren't there. And now if you look, there's a Hydra Den, and he's now transitioning into what would normally be a much earlier mid-game, but one that he can use now to defend against this basically weak force against DPS. This Stalker Sentry force that Arthur has.
He is getting out his. Oh, he canceled that Immortal for an Observer, but I'm pretty sure he's going to back up that Observer with an Immortal just so he has some kind of firepower. His robotics base coming down, so it'll be long before Colossus are out of, coming out to play.
And the reason why he needs the Observer is he needs to clear away the creep spread, because this is giving information to Bly that Arthur doesn't want him to have. He doesn't want, Bly to know, oh my god, my army is going to go use the restroom, my army is going to blow its nose. Like, he needs this information from Bly gone. I mean, it's cross-map creep, and if you look, it's everywhere on this half of the map. I mean, he's got a lot of creep to clear out here. And in the meantime...
Top right and bottom left.
Yeah, and in the meantime, guess what? It's information that shows Bly where the army is and shows the composition. He's like, oh, look, I see a hallucinated Phoenix. I see, just Sentry, Stalker, and, like, one Zealot that's just there because you have to have a Zealot. And look what's flooding in! Look what that information did.
Let's go.
Yep. Look where that information yielded him. Now, he does do a recall back to the natural, but the damage is not in the natural, it's in the main. Oh. This probably looks really pretty to you, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I love it. Love Toss Tears, man.
Good Zergling split, so he can't focus the army. He sends a few more in there to maybe do some damage. There's one Sentry to help, but this army is going to get cleaned up here. I mean, the window that Bly needed, he took advantage of.
He doesn't need him. He's got 8 mutas on the way.
Yeah, and there's that. And it's like, what are you going to do? There's no Phoenix. There is no Void Rays, and you have a Colossus versus, let's see here, units. It's 8 mutas. I guess that's actually a pretty weak army. It's just the 8 mutas right now. There's no other combat units actually out for Bly, because he probably needs the gas and minerals for that massive flock of mutas he just put out.
Well, he put the spines down, and Arthur does not know about the other 2 ninja bases right now. So...
both here in the northwest and here in the south. I'm sorry, northeast and southwest. And there's the mutas. And where's the cannons? There's no cannons. And what's he going to do? He can't do anything because he put Photon Overcharge on his natural.
Yep, and he's going to completely destroy his economy here. And he might... Oh, no, he went to the cannons. I was going to say he's going to catch his Colossus. He is going to catch his Colossus for absolute... Oh, yeah. Colossus barely gets away, but...
Nope, it still gets picked off. I mean, the Colossus still gets picked off, and I think what it is Arthur realizes that he's in a bit of problems. These Stalkers are going to hold back as much as they can.
He's trying to go for a base trade.
He's trying to do something. He's like, I've got to do something, but there's no way this base trade is going to work because these hatcheries, they're all producing, all 4 of them.
Yep, and he's got the 2 ninja bases. His economy's completely wrecked.
Well, actually, I take that back. I guess he's not producing out of his natural, but the other 2 bases he's decided to produce out of those. Yeah, and there's no units here. I mean, if he could warp in maybe a couple of Stalkers, he might be able to pick off these units, but nope. There are literally, if you look at the number of workers, officially Arthur has no income of any kind. And I did it back. I guess he's got, does he have 1 worker? No, he doesn't have any workers whatsoever.
He's got 8 drones in production, but Arthur, yeah, no, he doesn't have anything. It's over for him. And he cannot, this small force from Bly can kill all of the Protoss buildings that are left before he kills everything the Zerg has. Oh, he's recalling.
Oh, no. He's doing it because he realizes if he doesn't, he's not going to have a base anymore. And the Stalkers and Guardian Shields go down. I'm sorry, the Guardian Shield goes down to try to help against the Stalkers, but he doesn't have an income. Like, he has 45 minerals. Like, all Bly has to do is just make mutas, kill everything, go home.
Yep.
And it looks like there's 1 Stalker that somehow got trapped here and didn't get included in the recall, and it dies a horrible death.
He's gonna find all of his ninja bases.
Oh, he does see the 1 Phoenix. Oh, and then he realizes that it's not plausible to continue that match.
Yep, there's 4 bases. It's with 0 probes at all. How do you combat 4 mining bases, or 3 mining bases anyway?
Stalker Sentry.
Still, you're eventually gonna get overrun. All right, what was these? Hey,
by the way, your camera is super dark. You need like a light source that's facing you. There we go. Look at that. Your purdy face.
I didn't realize it was getting dark outside, and I turned my light off earlier.
Like literally, you were turning your cam into like a horror movie.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like all I'd see is like an ear and like just a disembodied ear just floating in front of the window behind you, and I'm like, well, that's a little creepy, dude.
Hey, we got a 2-minute delay, right?
I have a 90-second delay.
Plus the 30 seconds from stream.
Well, I think it's 15 to 20. That's from. No, I have a 90-second delay on my stream, but the compression and transmission delay is 15 to 20 seconds naturally. You can't get around that from Twitch. There's a beta mode where it's called immediate that'll drop it down to 4 to 5 seconds. But no, we definitely are in a 90-second delay. And actually, let me make sure. Let me verify that I am. I want to. Oh, I can't check this now, can I? Hold on. I'm pretty certain I'm in a delay. I'm gonna say something, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say something in chat, and I want everyone who hears it to type 1 if there's people there. I'm gonna say purple socks, and I want you to type purple socks as soon as you hear this in the chat. Though I think our viewership has dropped off a teensy little bit. Let's go back. Where's my channel, and I can verify that. There is my actual channel. Maybe mute myself. Let's see here. I'll look at it and I'll tell you.
I mean, you're eventually gonna get overrun.
Yeah, I've definitely got a long delay. Your camera is super dark. Yeah, because I'm just mentioning now on stream that your camera was dark.
Oh yeah, your delay's good.
Okay.
I remember from the game before that your delay was good.
Well, when the computer crashed though, that was the one thing I set right before I started streaming. And in order to save those settings, you gotta close XSplit and then reopen it so that the setting is like permanently that way. But I didn't do that because the power went out, right? So I was just I'm not trying to screw over any players, but that was really accidental about the power bit. And I'm going to start closing things that I don't need open. What else is open that I don't need? TeamViewer, we'll close that. This Windows Update crap, I wish it would just frickin'... Okay. Is there anything else here I need to close? No. Let's close some unnecessary tabs, I think. I think I'll close... Oh, this I have to keep open, so I've got to open that in a different tab.
I think Bly's a little worried that
That Arthur is stream cheating?
No, I don't think he should accuse anybody. But remember when that probe scouted that hatchery and then bailed out before Bly could see it?
Yeah.
And then he sent the Z-Lot straight to him?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he didn't.
Maybe he didn't see the probe go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bly didn't see the probe, so he thinks he went right.
No, and that's a perfectly legitimate concern for like a player of his caliber. Yeah. But I will tell you that there definitely was a probe. It did scout it. It actually was rallied to multiple places, so it wasn't just like beelining for that. He scouted a couple other locations first before he did that. So that was not thankfully that was not like a hack or anything.
And also, Bly is notoriously a cheesy player. So I mean, that's why he's so much fun to watch. Like when he was being interviewed at WCS by Pig and them, he was like,
whoa! You've got a mic issue. You keep going digital on me. That means it'll go like you'll be talking, and then it goes roboto. And now it looks like now your camera just lowered in quality. So maybe there was an internet issue. I don't know if it's on my end or yours, but I just thought I'd mention it just in case anything's going on. But the quality of your camera just dropped slightly.
Yeah,
not a huge deal.
Spike, your voice went a little in and out like way earlier, but not recently.
Okay. Anyway, you said because you said that Bly was a slightly cheesy player, and you think that Arthur already knew that, and you were saying something about WCS.
Yeah, he was talking to Pig and I can't remember the other guy's name at WCS, and he was like, I know it's risky for me to play cheese because the guys on this level are so good at stopping it and so good at scouting it, but I want to be the guy when people see me play, they're like, oh, here comes a proxy, or oh, here comes something. I want to be the guy that people have fun watching.
Yeah. So, and I agree with that. Like, I don't mind the cheese. Like, I mean, like having that little proxy and a sort of the offensive reinforce that he had in the last game, I thought that was great. I mean, it did make for a very, very interesting game. It did put Arthur on the back foot. I mean, Arthur had a pretty epic save there. Somehow squeezing in a natural and using Photon Overcharge to prevent any additional tumors from invading his natural. I mean, that was very, very creative. I loved that. I mean, it just wasn't enough. He just couldn't get the production up once those Mutalisks were out on the field and could basically bounce between his bases.
Because Bly forced so much investment into that wall, it Arthur so far behind.
Oh, speaking of Arthur, look at what do we see here? What is that? I think that's what we think it is. Oh, he's cannon rushing the natural.
Oh, snap.
And
But,
you were talking about cheesy. You can't get much more cheesier than a cannon rush.
And Bly has not seen the forge yet. He's just now going up to the natural because he noticed there's no pylons here. He's going to see the pylon and see the forge, and he's going to know what's up. But the pylons, cannons have already started.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the hatchery is going to finish, so he's going to lose 300 on the natural.
By the way,
Oh,
Bontame...
he called it.
Oh,
As soon as he saw the forge, he canceled, which is good for him. It helps him. Now he can just run up, take his third. He's really not that. He's still behind.
By the way, Bontame and Koshki SC, thank you for joining the stream. Awesome. I actually got a chance to cast Koshki actually on Wednesday when she participated in the Platinum Diamond tournament. She did make it a couple of rounds. I didn't get to cast an entire series for her, but she did manage to win very handedly the one game I did get in her series. She did get knocked out in the next round, but she put up one hell of a fight. So congratulations to her. I think that was her first ESL tournament, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, though, correct me in the chat. I appreciate it. And it looks like there is some issue with my co-caster's data signal. I don't think it's on his end. I think it might be mine because his video quality keeps going in and out, and his mic keeps going digital on me. It sounds like Mr. Roboto. So I'll have to sort that out later. There's been all kinds of technical problems today due to all kinds of things. My previous co-caster, his PC died. Mine got shut off actually due to the power going out at my house right in the middle of the first match I was casting. So this is not my typical overclocking issue because I fixed my overclocking issues, peeps. Oh, production tab. Thank you. Sorry. Hold on. Damn
You're
it.
the king of forgetting production tabs.
Hey, you know what? At least I went
A lot
full
of
screen
things
this time.
across the map.
Yeah.
He's got a cannon here, and it's going to be fine. The Lings aren't going to do much.
Yeah, and it's in the back, and he's got a... Oh, that's another pylon. I thought that was a second cannon. And he's got a Zealot there, too, to also hold down the front. So, he's got a Cyber Core finishing. He'll get Warp Gate out here pretty... he should start Warp Gate. Yeah, there it is. Warp Gate starts immediately as soon as the Cyber Core goes down. But there's Banelings, and I don't care how many cannons you have, Broseph. Those Banelings are gonna wreck face.
It takes 5 Banelings to kill a pylon.
It doesn't matter, because now guess what? He's using his cannon to kill his own pylon. Oh no, he doesn't know the Banelings are coming. This is gonna be awful. It's gonna be one Zealot holding it down, and suddenly 5 Banelings sounds like 500
no.
Banelings. No! The cannon hits it, but it takes out... the most miraculous force field!
I've ever seen.
Holy cow! The Zealot sitting there has 13 health, and the pylon has 80.
That was insanely good timing. Can he do it twice, though?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, there is a gateway there that was going down. He holds it. The force field stops it again. Oh! What is this madness?
Good job, Arthur. The reaction speed on that.
Oh my god, that was absolutely nuts. And this one gateway is going to go down. The cannon, though, is going to allow one Hex in. Oh, he does get a force field, but there's still a Hex on the other side. He doesn't have enough to actually stop this. The cannon's the only thing as a defense. Somehow the cannon goes down instantaneously. He's got workers and sentries.
He doesn't have much money either. No work.
Oh, no, and the Baneling's going to come in. No! Oh! He gets the Baneling. No, the Baneling takes out all the remaining probes.
Toss tears, buddy.
Oh, no. And now there's 8 more probes coming down to deal with the Zerglings, but Arthur says,
It is GG.
that's it. Tap, tap.
You can pull the boys,
Oh.
but there's Banelings. Banelings right on top of them.
Apparently, you're only allowed a maximum of 2 epic force field saves in any one game.
Yeah, apparently. Wait, you said Koshki number there?
Yeah, Koshki, we casted her, Passer and I did on Wednesday. That was her very first ESL tournament ever. And she's a very high-level Diamond Protoss player.
I know, I remember seeing her back when she was Plat, and she played a show match. It was her and Poison for Total Biscuit. I think it was either Total Biscuit or on Base Trade or something. That was the first time I ever seen her play. And now I'm actually a follower on her stream, and I catch her when I can. But she's
Yeah.
pretty...
Yeah, and so is Bontame. Bontame is also... I actually bumped into him because he's another... I think he might be... I'm not sure if he's an admin of Cautious Stream, but he definitely is a very frequenter person, and so he's actually kind of hot between her and I. She also changed her schedule, which is funny. She used to have she had a very similar Thirsty Thursday like approach. She had something called Vodka Starcraft that she would do on Sundays.
Right.
And I was like, at some point, she's like, "Hey boys, I'm out of vodka," and I'm like, "All right, I'm right there with you." But I showed up to your stream 2 hours late, so give me a minute. I'll catch up.
Right.
But yeah, so it looks like Acer's Bly through some tricky and quite, I don't know, like excellent Baneling play in that second game actually manages to 2-0 Arthur. We did see really good reaction times out of Arthur, so I don't want to shortchange our Korean player, but still, that was some very solid play from Bly. And Arthur had some great reactions, creative defenses, especially in the first game. So we hope to see him again, as he is a regular or semi-regular in this tournament. But yeah, he is a Korean player, so now he gets to go to bed finally, and he's probably thankful for that.
Yeah, he's definitely had to tank it out.
Oh yeah, I mean he's been around several times where he's shown up, and then we'll end up giving people buys because he just has to quit out of the tournament because it's just too late where he's at, because he's actually Korean based. I cannot join the ESL chat. There we go. Now it let me in. So by the way, I'd also like to welcome a couple other people to the chat. I'd like to welcome where is it at? Killer Bunnies, which I think I've seen you around. I'm not sure if I've seen you on my stream or maybe someone else's, because I do follow several other StarCraft players' streams. But so I'd like to give a shout out to you. So welcome to the stream. If you guys happen to like what me or Regret does, you don't have to necessarily follow my stream, but that's awesome if you choose to. Go ahead and click the follow button. My alerts may not be working, so you'll have to give me a second to flip over to my own follower page and then give shout outs. But go ahead and click follow. Also, you can find me at at Twitter, which is DJ Spectre TV. And then Regret, you said yours is well, hold on. Why don't you just go ahead and tell the people your stuff, because I always get it wrong is what happens.
My Twitter is at regretsc2, and my Twitch TV channel is regretsc2_. I was just gonna take regretsc2, but it's taken by someone else, and I've never seen any other regrets in StarCraft, so I don't know who took it, other than No Regret, but his is No Regret _. So I guess I'm ripping him off hardcore, but anyway, he's a buddy. You can cry about it later. It'll be okay.
Loser, you're copying other people for names. Pfft, whatever.
I met him 2 days after I changed my name, and it ended up being like this whole ordeal, and he was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "I had no idea you existed."
Well, wasn't there also a joke that, like, when ESL offered the coaching before you as a prize before you became admin, that you were gonna get, that Regret was gonna get coaching from No Regret, so therefore Regret had no regret?
Yeah,
it was like some weird like innuendo like that.
I met Jake like I don't know, probably 2 or 3 weeks before I became an admin, and how I became an admin was I played one of those tournaments, and he was, what did he say? Scarecrow was like, "Hey man, we need more admins and stuff like that. You should apply, stuff like that." Because I told him I've always wanted to administrate tournaments and all that stuff. And he sent me a link to the application, and I had no idea it was going to be that easy. I thought they would never take me, but they did.
Element one time asked me if I wanted to do it after I'd cast it a couple times, and I'm like, trust me, I'm not a person you want to have responsibility for anything. Like, I've got a stable career, and that's about all my responsibility goes to. Anything outside of that, I don't know. It's like throw it, you're throw it at a dartboard sort of approach, you know.
Yeah, I like admitting. I'm sure my girlfriend probably doesn't like it as much because it takes up a good amount of time, but she lets me do it. God love her for it.
So it looks like the bracket, we've got Bly is the first one into this evening's finals. So we are going to see Acer's Bly. It's going to be against either the British player Revolution or the American Zerg Blue. So Blue, ironically, never plays as Blue. I think he seriously plays as Pink just to piss me off, because I hate Pink Zergs. There's just something, it's like the ugliest race in the game with one of the prettiest colors. And I'm like, really? That's like slapping lipstick on a pig. Like, why would you do that?
straight up polishing turds over there.
Oh, I know. Like, seriously, like, I mean, the race is still a turd. Oh, by the way, Ba is GM, backseat gamer. Nice, Kosh. Way to throw your own buddy under the bus. I dig it. I throw Regress under the bus, but on the cam, he's already below me. Ah. Just did that.
Oh, that's messed up.
But, oh no. Kosh is like one bottle. I gotta read this. You guys can probably see it in the middle, but I always like reading it out when it's fun. And Kosh is like, well, she's like, yep, vodka. And Bon is like, never has, quote, enough vodka. Only one bottle left? Oh no, running out. And then they finally caught up, and it's like the Banelings were all Arthur's fault. If he didn't cannon, then there wouldn't be any blinks. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Yes, there is. It's possible, but the thing is that what happened was that the reason he did, you guys may not have seen it, but in game one, Bly actually cheesed Arthur by having a proxy hatchery right outside the natural of Arthur. And so what happened was that the initial attack allowed constant reinforcements from that proxy natural of Bly's. And so he got the defender's advantage. Additionally, because then he also went and took and was making creep tumors all the way up to the natural of Arthur. So Arthur kept building buildings, but they kept going like a step backwards and a step backwards and a step backwards.
Made him invest so many minerals and all that stuff like that in the wall. He couldn't. It just couldn't. It gave Bly the chance to macro out, get to tech the mutas, and destroy his economy because he didn't really have anything that could do the kind of damage he needed to.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, while we're waiting on the final, I'm gonna run outside, smoke a cigarette, grab another beer. I'll be back in less than 2 minutes.
No problem. I'll entertain these people. I got a little bit of Monster Cat playing in the background. And if you guys are not familiar with this, Monster Cat is DRM free music. You can go to twitch.tv/MonsterCat and listen to it to your heart's content. I think YouTube might have an issue with it, but I think you just have to put somewhere on your page, like on your stream, or mention enough times that they go through and they do their audio scan of it, and then they'll allow it to stay. Because I've had Monster Cat play in the background before, but the few streams where I didn't either mention it or have like a little like ticker or something, they've muted my entire YouTube video. So we're currently listening to I think it's Bustery, and the name of the song is Rift Walk. It might be backwards. I always forget which one's the title, which one's the artist, but either way, it's Rift Walk, Bustery is what we're listening to. So, and yes, Bontame, hindsight is always 20/20 vision. Personally, I like to hindsight whole tournaments. And like, I'll start with like the round of 128, and I'll be like, by the way, I think this guy's gonna win the tournament, because I've seen the bracket. And then 3 days later, he wins the tournament, and I'm like, see, totally predicted it, like right here. Like, thumbs up. So, anyway, since the finals are coming up, I'm going to go ahead and grab myself a beer. So if you guys can sit there for about 30 seconds, I'm going to grab myself a tall one, a cold one, and a fresh one. And we'll be right back. I'm lucky. My kitchen's like right over there. So, here's my beer, and before you guys make fun of it as to why I'm drinking Bud Light, domestic beers are just easier to drink. You can drink a lot of them, and they don't have to worry about the taste or like, oh my god, this beer totally pairs with this type of meat. You just drink it. So anyway, we're waiting for Regret to get back. We're also waiting for the finals to take place. Let me check the ESL chat, see if it's there. Alright. Hold on. Invite myself, Regret, and the Brazilian team to cast you. So, that's Sam and Nicotina for the Portuguese. I always have to talk out loud. I'm not going to be able to spell Portuguese. I know there's like a UE that I flip all the time, so fuck it, it's just Brazilian. Your vetoes are finished. Okay, so it looks like just need Revolution. Okay. For the English stream. Well, it's kind of cool, guys. If you guys have never seen this, there's actually a Portuguese group that actually goes ahead and casts these tournaments, which I think is pretty cool. We do get a nice infusion of Portuguese players, particularly in the North American stream, because Brazil lines up real nicely with the Eastern Coast time zone. So we'll see quite a few Brazilian players. And I actually watched their stream. There's actually another Brazilian stream called Rocklets, and Rocklets has got a very good production value. I mean, really, really well done. They got like 3 windows for each of the 3 casters, and they're all nice and bordered. And even though I don't speak Portuguese, like they've got a really good audio setup. So if you guys haven't checked it out, it's called Rocklets. That's Rockletz. I believe is the main Brazilian stream. This group of guys here might be on another stream. Where is it? Hold on. Can I get a link to the Brazilian stream? Told you, Malcolm. I'm not going to disappoint you. Hey, by the way, regret. We do have our match. It looks like it's going to be Revolution versus Bly. I'm trying to get the. setup. Looks like the Twitch stream for, and I'll post this right here. Hold on. Where the hell is it? Damn it. Just highlight that. Just that word. All right. This. If you guys want to also check out the stream in Portuguese, not that anyone will do it. But I mean, because you're watching the English stream is why. For Portuguese stream. And then otherwise, you're watching DJ Spectre. I do casting for the ESL on Sundays and Wednesdays. You're watching the ESL North American Open. There's a $50 prize online between Bly and Revolution currently. Am I getting an invite? I need an invite. I heard you get an invite. I'm already there.
Brought you into the game, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're already here. I brought Revolution.
So we're still waiting for the other admins. So Future Medic needs to be invited. Sinestro needs to be invited. So I'm gonna have to suggest them. Future
I already
Medic.
got him.
You already got him?
Yep.
All right. Who's that? That's Future. Then that's Sinestro, and I think we got everyone now. Because you know what? You can never have too many people in a party. If you guys haven't seen this, I mean, like I'll maximize the screen for a second. But if you look down here, I mean, like this is actually not the most people we've ever had, but it's very colorful. There's like blues, reds, greens. We've actually had 13 people in a party for a finals one time, peeps.
Yeah, I mean, the admins have to come. No, well, only one admin has to be there, but since I'm casting, I don't count. So it would have to be Medic or Sinistro, but we all run the tournament, so we should all be in the finals. I forgot my damn beer. Give me 1 second.
Hi! Fail, you have to drink extra for that.
No, I have extra, don't worry.
Yes, by the way, yes, it's close to water, but who cares? It's a 16 ounce. Because that matters somehow. No, it doesn't really matter. No one cares. I'm going to zoom back out here because I realize you can't see my hands, and I like to talk with my hands and do karate, apparently. So, they do. It's called vodka. No. That's actually made with potatoes. So get your stuff right, by the way. Vodka is made with potatoes. So.
I have returned.
You got your bevy. You got your beverage. Someone told me a bevy one time, and I'm like, if I say that word out loud, I'm gonna have to like take like vagina points because I'm saying it like a girl. It's like, oh my god, I've got a bevy. It's like, really?
Gotta punch a hole in your man card.
Seriously. You know what the other thing was? I dated a girl one time that had like recently finished college, and I was talking about like, hey, I gotta wear like business casual, and that means like khakis and a polo, right? To whatever I was going to. And she's like, oh, you mean snappy cash? I'm like, what? I'm like, did you just
snappy cash?
Snappy casual, meaning because you know because she was in a sorority and her sorority sisters called it snappy cash, and it's like you're not dressed up to go party, but you're not like for an interview, and you're not going to a wedding, but you're not like dressing. I don't know.
I'm straight up being a man right now. I'm drinking Stella, which is a heavier beer, and I'll go ahead and hold it up in front of my camera for everybody. This is how I open it because I don't have a bottle.
You have a lighter? Is that a lighter?
Bic lighter. Oops,
you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna break. I was gonna say you're gonna break the lighter doing this.
Pop the lid.
You know what though? You know what I do is I use one because you know what? If you're drinking beer, you always have to have two, right? So I take one beer cap and I cram it and use one beer bottle to open the other one using the bottle caps.
Yeah, but then what happens when you're down to the last one?
You use the table you're sitting at, or you're too drunk and you just bite it off.
Hey, I'm gonna give you lead so you can make it with Game Heart because the other guys want Game Heart. For some
okay.
reason it's not letting me
so
do
what
it.
is the? I don't know what map. What Coda, Cactus? No, hold on. I need. Hold on. Let me get my notepad file here. So hold on. So it's gonna be Coda, Cactus. No, Coda Moonlight.
Cactus, then Terra.
Then Cactus, Terra, and what's the last one?
Sinister just made sure they let us know what the,
We don't know the veto, so we need the 5th map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll just start creating, I can't create as party, I'm not party leader.
I just gave you party leader.
Oh, there it is, never mind, I'm an idiot. I don't know why I'm looking at the bottom, it says create as party, and I don't have a map picked, I'm like, derp.
Right.
Caster fail.
All good. It works out for.
I like that. See, future, you come to my stream, you make all kinds of new friends. Create as party with mod. So game heart. Oh my god, is this thing seriously not gonna find game heart? Where's the
Revolution is gonna have a quick smoke. Alright, so it's Coda, Moonlight, Cactus, Terraform, and then Dash.
Dash. Okay.
Revolution's gonna have a quick smoke by ESL.
Alright, yeah, and I can, and the WCS game heart, where, oh, there it is. It went from the top of the list for most popular down to like the second page again. I swear to God, like the Battle.net is like bipolar.
It is. Hey, the Revolution's probably not gonna accept this.
Oh yeah, let me cancel it then. I'll wait. I'm ready to go though when he is.
Yep, no problem.
XKCD.com. Oh my God, that's hysterical. Someone else who knows about XKCD.
What is XKCD?
Go to xkcd.com. It's a series. It's what it is. It's nerd humor. So they do like engineering, IT, like genetics, science jokes, and then they mix it with like how like nerds and love sometimes don't mix. And they have it's a comic strip is what it is. And there's like thousands of them. And here it is. It's like maybe this is the vodka talking, but hi, I'm made from potatoes. Perfect. Perfect. I love it. Yes, because I was talking about how vodka was made from potatoes because someone said because I said I would drink alcohol water and they're like, that's called vodka. And I'm like, that's made from potatoes.
I hate vodka with a passion.
You are a terrible human being, and Koshki will reach through this and kill you because I think she had, I don't know, does she, I can't remember if she, I think she speaks Russian or takes Russian lessons, or herself has some Slavic blood in her. I think I remember hearing that, but every time I've been watching Kasha's stream, it was after my own Thirsty Thursday. So by then I'm like, why is she on 4 monitors? I only have 2. Like,
right.
I don't know. I'm a beer guy, man. I really don't. I drink beer and whiskey. That's about it.
Well, if you ever get your hand, I've got a recommendation for you for beer. If you ever find a beer called Baderbrau, see if you can get a hold of it. I mean, it's Chicago's oldest brewery, and it tastes like a cross between like a Heineken and a Sam Adams. Like it's got the bitterness of a Heineken, but it's smooth like Sam Adams.
I would drink that.
Yeah, it's made in Elmhurst, which is one of the suburbs about, I don't know, west of here. So guys, by the way,
they have it around here.
You can even look it up online. They might even ship it to you. By the way, we're not just chatting just to chat. We're waiting for the finals. We've got someone who needs to go have a smoky smoke and everything. So Roger, Maps, Coda, Moonlight, Cactus, Terraform, and Dash. We're just waiting on one of the players in the finals to grab a cigarette because between the veto process and then regret for getting his beer because he's a terrible human being, we're now behind. But yeah, for those of you guys who are curious about the beer that I'm mentioning, it's called this. I'll type it in the chat. And I don't think it has an umlaut over the U. So, I think it's the oldest Chicago beer. Actually, you know, I might have one in the fridge. Let me go get the bottle so you guys can see the label. 1 second.
Oh, you have some with you. Cheers.
All right. So I think we're all ready to go. By the way, just so I can say it, this is the actual beer. This is what it looks like. It's got this like eagle or a hawk logo, and then it says Baderbrau, obviously. So this is the beer you're looking for if you find it online. It's just a simple white and blue label, no BS, no telling us that it's like the finest beer in all of Bavaria or whatever the crap is. So.
Oh, and there is one thing that we should do on the stream.
I just saw it. I talking about the chat.
Medic, this is I saw it. Medic, this is her very last tournament with us before she deploys to either Iraq or Kuwait. So we need to let her know, number one, be safe over there, and everybody just, before she gets out of here today, make sure you thank her for all the work she's done. I just took a quick hiatus for a month while I moved and worked on my house, and she ran this tournament flawlessly the entire time. She's done a great job. She said she's going to come back next summer when she gets back from deployment, but regardless, we're going to miss her. I mean, I trained her. She was the first person I ever trained, and she's done a great job thus far.
Yeah, and by the way, if you guys want to check this out, you guys really got to check this out. She's a fun woman. Go to my last Thirsty Thursday VOD on on my Twitch channel, and we played Left 4 Dead quite terribly for 5 hours. And her husband that's on there is quiet guy, but he put in the comments at the exact right time to make all of us laugh. So check out that stream because I did a whole stream for her deployment. So check that out. Also, if you guys haven't done that, that's twitch.tv/DJ Spectre for that. All right, I think we're going. Go. Hold on. Oh, I did the wrong thing. There we go. Create this party. There we go. By the way, Wardy, welcome. By the way, thank you, Wardy. Awesome. You gave me an awesome follow a few weeks back. Awesome. I have never had that many viewers in my entire life. So thank you, by the way. I'd also like to welcome Abathur 27 to the stream. Good to have you here. Some other people that are watching. Let's see who else is in the background here. There's one more. Oh, I didn't catch their name before they actually popped off the list. But guys, if you guys like what we do, make sure you hit the follow button. My Twitch follow thing is not working right now, but we'll get to that. And also follow Regret, who's the guy in the spot below me. He's the co-caster and also an ESL admin. Yours is twitch.tv/just regretsc2, right?
Regret SC2 underscore.
Underscore.
Regret SC2 was taken by somebody who I assume doesn't play anymore because they are never online. So.
All right, looks like.
Yep, he's here. He is accepting now, so we should be. Yep, entering
There we
lobby.
go.
Here we go.
All right, guys. So I need one more quick hot second before I launch this game. I need to check one tiny thing. It's to refresh this page.
Medic and Sinistro should be the referees in this game.
All right, I'll
the
make them.
rest of us should
Where's it
shut the
at?
hell up.
So, ref, Sinistro, referee, red versus blue. What privacy do you guys want?
He wants no build order.
I'll assume no build order, but I'll just ask just in case his opponent wants
Yeah.
something different.
And you also have to get the players playing.
Yeah, I do. Where Revolution?
Acer, yep. He said no build order at least.
Okay.
Or you could do.
Well, no, we know that Bly doesn't want the build order anyway. So if Revolution wants the same thing, we're good.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think Revolution cares. No build order at least. That's what I did for Bly's last games. No build order. These guys are both. I'm pretty sure Revolution's a pro player too.
Revolution is a very high level GM, so we're ready to go when they are. All right.
Bly's got to race up, and we're good to go.
Yep. I'm gonna ask if all the caches are ready. I know you and I are. I just want to make sure the Brazilian team is ready to go. So Sam Gamgee is ready to go. That means that Nicotina and his. Oh no, Nicotina's the other guy. All right, Revolution, go. Are we set? We're Zerg versus. It's a ZVZ. All right, Bly is ready. Gonna confirm and then I'll go.
Yep. He should be good.
I'm waiting. I see Revolution. Okay.
Yep, he's ready. Let's do it.
All right, and here we go. Game one. Oh, I got to turn off this music because we're not listening to that. We're going to do this. Turn the music on. Go full screen. And here we go. We are game one of the ESL North American Open Finals. This is a best of 5. We will see a ZVZ in this, which I know next to nothing about. So I'm going to let Regret do a lot of the talking in this matchup. And in the meantime, like I said, the winner gets $50 American. So if these people are outside of the country, with the exception of the British pound, they'll be getting a decent chunk of change, I suppose, for 3 hours or 4 hours of StarCrafting.
Yeah, that's decent for me. They're sitting here having fun. They're getting paid $50.
That's true. I'll definitely go ahead and take $50. Even though it is American, and I don't know what happened, but apparently it logged me out of my own Twitch stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and we'll do these introductions, and I have to figure out what just happened to my chat because my chat just died. So anyway, in the lower right-hand corner, we have the Red Zerg, a Grandmaster. It is Revolution of Seed Gaming.
And then all the way up in the top left corner, we have our blue Zerg playing for Team Acer.
It's Bly.
And you know what? These guys are not to shy away from it. I am curious, though, if Bly will continue his Cheese into a ZVZ match. Usually Cheese is much more effective against either a Terran or Protoss due to the sort of static defenses that we have. Whereas, like, Zerg, what does he say? Are you in NA? No. Okay.
He's checking it back.
We might switch server for next games. Oh, I don't think I can do that.
As long as everyone agrees, it's legal.
If they do that, but I won't be able to cast it because I don't have an EU account anymore.
You can make one very quickly.
All right.
All you got to do is type in your name and your rank. That's it.
All right, so I suppose we can do that. That's fine. I don't think there's any lag necessarily. The Brazilian people tend to have a very stable internet connection. So despite the fact that we've got 1,001 Dalmatians, I mean people in the party, we actually should be pretty stable. I'm the only one who has a connection problem, but it doesn't affect me during game. It only affects me when I try to go to the lobby, and it tries to get all the people's like scores and stats and stuff. So I mean, mine has never affected anything in game. It's only out of game. So hopefully, knock on wood, it'll stay that way. So what would you like? So in your ZVZs, what do you tend to do, Regret? Like, what do you like seeing? And besides Roach headbutting and Ling headbutting, like, what do you do to win a ZVZ?
ZVZ, if it's a mirror matchup and everybody does it, like, unless you end up with somebody going Roach Hydra and Fester versus Ling Ling Muta, it comes all down to economy. And, like, these guys are doing basically the same build right now. All their timings are almost the exact same. But, it comes down to the engagements. Who's got the better concave? Who's got the better position? Who catches who off guard? Who capitalizes on mistakes? That's all it comes down to. You know, is one guy +1/1 while one guy's only +1?
No, I agree. You're right. Mirror matches, it usually does come down to an upgrade war. You'll notice a guy who'll be like, you know, I'm 1-0 versus a 1-1, and somehow the other guy's units are just lasting just that little extra bit longer to survive till the reinforcements get cross map. I can reinforce them.
One extra hit.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, is that, like, you notice, like, in ZVZ, and this is the one thing I can comment on, creep spread is, like, the exact opposite. This is the one thing where, like, the players can sit back, focus on their build and their unit management, because they aren't going to creep spread, because it becomes a detriment. If you've got half the map filled with creep against the Terran or Protoss, that's a good thing. It stops them from building, stops them from expanding, and you can reinforce super fast. The thing with Zerg, you don't want that advantage. You want to force your opponent to have to get road speed, to have to get bailing speed, to have to get Hydra speed, because they're going to be off creep for like every engagement.
It nullifies the advantage for you of creep spread. The only advantage that spreading your creep in those tumors gives you when in a ZVZ is map vision. That's all it gives you. It gives you location on his army. Where is he at? What's he doing? That's all. Because they get the same exact advantage you do as soon as they come on to creep.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that I'm typing in the chat too. They're like, the army internet is better than my Comcast. Yeah, Bonsame, don't worry about that. We've got some people who quite literally have got like potato internet. Like they wake up and they sign into potato and they get onion level speeds. So I mean, I just made like a total weird reference, but I tried to make it work. I'm sorry, I won't do it again. But we do see a couple of Zerglings moving across the map for Bly. This is normally when you'll see the exact same two Zerglings moving out for the other Zerg player, and you do see, and I don't see him. What I do see is a spine or a Baneling Nest. Holy cannoli! He's going for a fast Baneling Nest and a Spine Crawler. The Spine Crawler probably won't finish, but this Queen can handle two Zerglings no problem. He brings the other Queen up to go ahead and actually cut them off the path, so to speak, and keep them away from the scouting information. He did see the Baneling Nest being made at the natural, so the information that Bly needed, he got. Even with the fact that he's probably going to lose this one Zergling here. So he knows Banelings are coming. He himself goes ahead and throws down a Baneling Nest, though, albeit a little bit. I think are they even? They're close. It looks like
Bly is 3 seconds behind.
Yeah, but they have identical builds. Heck, even the walls look similar if you look at this. I mean, like you reverse the buildings for Bly for the Spine Crawler and Baneling Nest, and you have literally the natural of Revolution. So these guys definitely know what they want to go with. There are a couple Banelings being morphed in here, 2 for Revolution currently. But this is the kind of the weird thing where like the Banelings are just like a threat deterrent. They're not fast enough to really roll in and do some damage, and there's not enough of them to actually, wreck the army, so to speak. So this is where you see the Baneling dance, and they just kind of waddle towards each other and waddle away and scare each other,
And occasionally somebody will miss micro, and you'll see an awesome hit, but
yeah, that is
that's
true.
really about it.
And here it is. So the couple Zerglings poke in just to check it. I mean, it's just this one Zergling. It does have speed. It's going to poke around here, but it's only got 3 hit points. If it so much as even smiles at the Spine Crawler, the Spine Crawler is just going to stab it and die. He decides to do something as he can. Maybe he'll get a drone. He does not get a drone because the Queen stabs it in the face with her claws. What a violent life it is to be a Zerg.
I know, right? We're the most brutal of the races for sure.
Oh, I know. I mean, you guys even have units that siphon energy off of your living buildings just so that they can go and not use their special ability later. Creepers. Sorry. Oh, an amazing Baneling hit that I barely missed on my screen. That was the Baneling hit that really Revolution needed. It really tipped the scales. He's going to go ahead and try to just dance around these other Banelings, but he's like, brah, I'm just going to run by you because your Banelings are waddle, waddle, waddle Amazing
He's
hit,
got
though.
20 lings, and they both have a Spire incoming already. So I think Bly's going to be all right. But he might lose this third here. Might have to cancel. He's probably going to force
he
a
doesn't.
cancel.
He doesn't have. I mean, he doesn't have enough units on the way. He's got 18 Zerglings coming that'll handle this, but it's not going to happen. Sinistro, I guess, left the game. He must have been having computer problems or whatever. So we're down one admin, but that Baneling is getting really close to Revolution Zerglings. So the lings for sorry, Bly came out just in time. They weren't able to pick the third off, but this reinforcement of Zerglings by Revolution tries to help, but at the same time the defender's advantage lings come out and are able to help Bly push back. Now at mid-map, this is a more equal scene. They can both defend at the same rate, but two Banelings now coming out here are enough to scare away Bly from continuing his assault on the attack. I guess that's a counter assault then. So now it's Banelings on Banelings. One Zergling goes out to try to pick off this Baneling. He's going to lose his Baneling one way or another. It's not looking good. And so the two Banelings are waddling wherever. And these guys are literally doing like a little like do-si-do. Oh my god, the one Baneling's going to move in. It does get him about half of Revolution Zerglings. Amazing Baneling hit. So it's a great Baneling hit for a great Baneling hit so far in this game.
And here's the difference. Revolution already has. Oh wow. It's going to be 12. It's going to be 11 mutas to 9.
Oh, and these overlords are slowly being picked off as they should be by any mutas on the field, which is a good thing. It'll help them against the... Oh, this is a great pickup. Acer's Blide gets in and takes out several of the workers at the third, which is going to really hurt because now he's got gas working at his own base. So now there's nothing coming out of Revolution's third, which could prove interesting because if you look at the worker count, I mean, Bly has... Well, he had a lot more workers, but now he's caught up. But it's funny. The Overlord sniping. Look at the supply counts, guys. They both went down at the same time, and so they're both supply blocked. Actually, Revolution being slightly more than Bly, but still.
I mean, but right now you got 13 units versus 12, and I mean, those additional 10 legs don't seem like a big deal, but that's a lot of DPS if they fight together.
Yeah, and the thing is that the Lings, they can, while the main Muta battle is going on, what you do is you send the Lings around to like another area, right? And then you're just like, okay, I'm going to go hammer your third or your fourth or whatever, right? And so that's exactly what he does. I mean, he saw the Mutas kind of flip past, or the Lings flip past, and now he's having to bring them in because here comes this Zergling flood. And looky what we have here. We've got exactly what I said would happen. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm trying to hit follow and not hitting follow. I'm hitting some other command that doesn't exist in this game. The Mutas will clean it up, but they get the Queen. What a snipe by Bly.
And there's the biggest difference thus far in what they're doing. Bly opted to go to the production. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Arthur, since...
Holy cow, the Mutas pull out, but look what's happening over here. The Mutas are in his main trying to snipe off. Do they get it? Oh my god, one more round would have gotten it. It's only got 8 hit points left. It's bleeding to death.
Yeah, I think that was more about the drones, and then he saw Arthur heading up to go do some harassment at his third, and he had to turn around. And then there was a big Muta engagement, which it looks like Arthur's going to get the best of.
Yeah, and you know what the thing is? He got it because of the defender's advantage. I mean, he was able to basically go ahead and keep... it was an even fight, and then he sent in 1 or 2 more Mutalisks to harass against it. And a few Zerglings of his do move into the third base, keeping this third base worker count to low for both people. I mean, if you look at it on the income tab, it's 44 to 46 Harvesters. Both these players are kind of like, you know what? The only way to win this is I've got to kill your units. And particularly your drones. And here's a couple of Overlords just getting picked off. Free stuff, for Bly. I mean, this is what you need to do. It's the same thing for when you have Terran. You go with Vikings and you pick off Overlords. Zergling attack down here at the third. Yeah. I mean, you got to keep at that. That's minerals you're not putting towards your Mutaflock, right? In the meantime, the Mutas are over here trying to pick off what they can. I mean, the supply block isn't bad. I mean, Revolution, 1 more unit goes down and he loses the supply block. The Zerglings are still harassing us. They're still preventing any sort of mining out of this third base. And Bly, in the meantime, is getting a worker advantage. He's now up 51 to 39 workers just because of the constant third base harass that he keeps putting on Revolution. He just is relentless, and Revolution just isn't sending any Zerglings to deal with this.
Chiseling away. But, I mean, Revolution does have Muta advantage.
Yeah.
But if he flies over to the other side of the map, Defender's advantage, along with a couple spores, is enough for him to handle that. Which he's got the spores in production right now, so it's...
Oh my god, this Overlord flock is just, it's right in the middle of no defenses. He could get so many Overlords here at the natural. Like, if he brought in like a couple of Corruptors or something, holy cow. But that's not going to happen. Instead, we've got Muta on Muta. Look at this craziness. Once again, it's even production for nearly everyone. And did he has 2-2 pop?
Versus no one though. That's why Revolution's able to keep the Muta advantage.
Yeah, I mean, because right now you're looking at where's it at? I got this. Oh, I need one Mutalisk. Yeah, I mean, like right now, Acer does not have the attack advantage, and Revolution just recently got his +1 attack, so he's gonna be able to do something. But look at this. Once again, Acer sending in Lings to this third, threatening with a Muta harass in the main. I mean, this is what you've got to do to keep it off, and he keeps doing it. There's no response. There's a Muta. Yeah, he gets another queen here, and now you look at it once again, and the drone count is just going to go down. And this Muta fight is not going well for Acer, but the income is not going well for Revolution. So in this situation, how do you get yourself out of this weird sort of like tit for tat, like I've killed you but you've killed me in like all the right ways, you know, sort of situation?
The difference is the Mutas are much more expensive. But I mean, he's got queens, spores, spines. He's got everything to defend himself to get it back up. He might be down 4 Mutas, but the production is in Bly's favor currently.
Yeah.
So.
And what Revolution needs to do, he's wise to the fact that he keeps getting hit at this third. He sees them. Oh, he runs the Zerglings right past him. Doesn't even realize they're there. He doesn't. Does he not? Did he not see that they were sitting there? He doesn't, because he ran his Zerglings right past this set over here, and now Acer is running them in again because of Revolution's vision issue. He just didn't look over there.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got the spine there now. He's got Lings popping out of that base. He's going to be okay. He might snipe the queen one more time, but he's really starting to shut that kind of stuff down.
Yeah, finally, after 17, 18 minutes of the game, and now once again he brings the Mutas back in. But now he doesn't need to. He didn't need to pull that whole Muta flock. He should just looked over there and seen, look, I've got a queen, I've got a spine, and I've got one Mutalisk. That's all you really need. And so what does he do? Oh, Bly is like, well, screw this. I'm going into your natural, and I'll take your queen out here. Oh, but wait, you got a few things. So they do get a few more kills. He loses 3 more drones. And unfortunately now Bly is running out of options. I mean, he didn't bring any Banelings in to really destroy the third, like annihilate the base itself, right?
And right now Revolution has the unit advantage, and I think he might still have the upgrade advantage. I'm not sure. No, they're even on upgrades right now.
I mean, we do see 5 Banelings morphine, but that's not going to be enough. That just really isn't.
No, it's not. He needs a lot more Zerglings. He's only got 1. He's got 2 more Mutas, but even on upgrades, those 29 Zerglings are going to be a problem.
Yeah, and now, I mean, and Revolution just finished +2 armor for his flying units, so he's looking at a pretty strong Mutaflock here. He's bringing in basically everything. I mean, it's only a 10 supply army difference, so it's going to all come down to micro and the right units, and here it is. This is probably the end game engagement that we're looking for. So he's going to run the Zerglings in the left side, the right side here, and it's literally like just a game of chicken, I think, at this point.
Who's going to go when?
Yeah, exactly.
And that upgrade advantage is going to be huge. There come the Bane to get 2 pretty decent hits. And Blood pushing him back.
Oh, I don't know. How, did he get... Yeah, I don't know. I think what it was, Revolution just didn't want to overcommit. The Zerglings didn't get in, he wasn't able to do the damage he really wanted to with the Mutas. He felt like it just wasn't in his advantage. I mean, I don't know why he didn't. Did he not see that he's got the upgrade advantage? I mean, even if you look at the current...
Still with Defender's advantage, the upgrade advantage really isn't... I mean, it's something. It helps. But it's not as huge as it could be. But look at this. He's going to go in and he's going to try to snipe that.
Oh, and if he gets a pathogen glands upgrade, the eventual infestors are going to actually not have it. Oh, it's so close! Oh, it denied! Wow! He gets that at the last second. That was an amazing pickoff. And I've never seen that, by the way, at the end in the corner. The GameHeart mod actually says denied at the end.
Yeah, I saw it.
I've never seen that before. Usually it's close.
It was too close for human eye to tell, man, and they sniped it. They both do need to take a fourth here because they're both running insanely low in their mains.
Yeah, their mains, they've only got 9 workers and 2 workers in their respective mains for Revolution and Acer. But level 2 armor coming down actually for Acer. I'm sorry, for Bly. So he's going to have that real soon here. And that's going to come in. That's the Flyer Carapace. So that's actually going to be the Muta. And the Muta flock up here now, the advantage Revolution had is going to go away. There's a Spore now getting in on the action. A Queen. The Queen goes down. There's Zerglings in the natural and the fourth.
Transfuses and stuff like that, but let's see. Units. Revolution still has a pretty big advantage in the Muta area and in the lane area. It's just, I think his micro is a little better. It's hard to tell
for Bly or for Revolution?
For Revolution.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, like, his fourth is gone. And Revolution is now looking for what he can do. There's a small engagement here, Zerglings on Zerglings, that he will definitely win. So Bly is going to lose that. The Mutas are going to pick off the fourth. And I'm going to laugh if we see the very first ZVZ stalemate.
I don't know if it's going to be a stalemate. I mean, there's still a pretty big advantage.
Well, no, what I'm saying is the thing is that if they keep these fourths and these additional expansions from going down, these guys are going to run out of resources. I mean, Bly, just to keep his worker count like high, he's 15 of 15 in his natural, 24 of 24 in his main. Revolution is just playing cat and mouse with it. I mean, the upgrades are actually now in Revolution's favor, but he keeps backing out. He does have the attack upgrade, but he just cannot close the deal against Bly.
I think he could if he stayed in, but the problem is if Bly does somehow hold, then
he's dead.
He's lost his entire army, and even though Zerg is the Remax race, it's like a roach battle. Once you lose a certain amount of roaches, you can't replace that in enough time.
No way.
You just can't.
You'd have to have max larva available right at that instant, right? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh, here it is. He's going to be able to get into the base. He's going to pick off the gas without getting hit. This actually goes down here. He manages to cancel. I'm sorry, the Zerglings down here forced to cancel on the fourth. He manages to snipe one of the gases, and he again engages into, Acer. I'm sorry, Bly's army. I keep saying Acer because everyone calls him Acer Bly. But he engages into this army.
And we now got fungals. That could be the difference maker. Bly's fungals on I mean,
where's the infestors? Where are the infestors? Are they being made?
They're with Bly's army.
Oh, I see now. There they are.
Third, yep.
Holy cow! He doesn't have just any infestors. He's got 8 of them.
Yep.
But he didn't get the pathogen gland. Hold on, the pathogen glands. No, he doesn't realize the pathogen glands was not completed. He thinks he got it because he's not researching it.
He'll notice it at some point.
Well, yeah, but is that point too late or not? And that's the big issue. So now he's advancing with 6 queens and the infestors and the mutas. And this is the point. Revolution is going to go into this. Does he do it? Oh, so he only gets 1 muta. He misses barely. The muta micro is real. He does finally get a bunch of mutas.
He got a lot of them with that.
He did, but the Zerglings did their job and held him in place and picked him away. I mean, he only has 4 of those 8 infestors left, and nearly all of
14 is the third.
Oh no, not just 14. I mean, he's looking at 24 plus 8. I mean, we're talking 32 mutalisks are still on the field attacking this, and he's gonna get in. He picks off one of the queens. He can just like one-shot just about anything here. The fungal growth does go down.
Well, he's chain fungal.
Oh no! This is all gonna go down now. He does have the upgrade, but there's nothing here to actually hold this. All of his mutalisks are red or orange. Holy cow! He's down to 22 mutalisks, and they are bleeding out. However, there's only 6 mutalisks, sorry, for Bly. So it is basically Mutalisk versus Infestor at this point until Bly reinforces his Mutalisk. And
Bly's fourth base is up in mining, and
he just finished. Revolutions just did.
Yep, Revolution.
But guess what? Guess what we're seeing on the left-hand side of the map again?
Zerglings are running into the third and the fourth. They're picking off a queen. They're picking off workers.
I mean, and you look at this, 13 workers go down in that one attack. And he got the Zerglings out on the left side, and now he's going to take down the hatch on the right side. I mean, he picked off one spine. This is the tipping point, I believe.
He's going to stay. He's going to take it. Yep, he got it.
Nice. Nice pick for Bly. The drone goes down and rebuilds right away, but now this is bad. The thing is that it's now 3 bases versus 1 base, actually. No, I take that back. The natural is completely mined out for Revolution as it is for Bly. Bly is mining basically off of his 3rd and 4th, and Revolution isn't even fully mining off of his 3rd. He has no way to come back from this. He needs to do damage now. So he sneaks in. He goes ahead and takes out the spine, or the spore. He needs to take out something like the infestation
There's 13
pit.
infestors.
Oh no, he needs to get out now. Is he gonna be able to pick off the? Oh no, I don't think he can do it. He's not gonna be able to pick off the. He's not gonna be able to pick off the lair. Oh, the fungal goes down. The chain fungals come down. All the mutas start getting trapped in this. There are 13. There is absolutely no way out of this. All these mutas are going red or dying. They all go red, and like that, the entire muta flock vaporizes.
And the infestors were the difference maker.
Wow.
20
29 minutes. Game 1.
That was crazy insane.
You know what? I could have finished a PhD in that time.
Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty certain I could have.
Phew. Alright, what's the second map?
The second map, hold on. Second map is Moonlight. But hey, hold on, guess what? I didn't fully disconnect. I think it was actually one of the web pages I had open, because I had my Twitter and Facebook and all that other crap open. So, I'm just going to say wow. I'm not going to say anything else in that chat.
They're going to switch to EU, so...
They are going to switch to EU? Alright, let me see if I still have an EU account. So, let them know...
They're all heading to EU. It's really easy to make it.
Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. Let me log out of this. If I still have my accounts, let me exit. Now, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to turn my StarCraft thing off, just so you guys don't see my login. I know, Bontaman, I'm not giving any spoilers. I just said wow. That's all I said, was wow. WoW could be anything. It could be that the whole game crashed and I'm just pissed off. So I got to relaunch I got to go to the EU because we're going to switch servers apparently back and forth. By the way, that was actually very polite for Bly to offer that. I thought that was very gentleman and sportsmanlike of him to offer that. So
well, Bly's in Europe too, so...
Oh, he is in Europe?
Yes. He's European.
Oh, that's right. What's the flag? Is that the Swedish flag?
I can't remember where he's from, but I know he's European.
All right, so I don't have Legacy of the Void on Europe. So glad we're not playing that. Maybe I do have a European account. I have no idea. We'll find out.
Oh, just so you know, I am Regret on NA.
Okay, hang on. I do have to do all those adding of things. So let me go ahead and put Monster Cat back on. So you're a little bit...
I'm Havoc on EU is what I...
You're Havoc on the EU? Great. So this thing's disabled again. So my whole thing just went freaking left on me. So sideways again. Alright. Alright, so now I only have this other guy. So I am... What is my name? What is this? Okay, I don't even know what my own freaking name is. Let me... What's it? Add friend, character... Alright, okay. I'm gonna IM you in the chat, in the admin chat, what my character number is, so you can just add me, okay? It is... What is it? It's... What is that? Did that change again? Oh, it changed this season, okay.
Are you still DJ Spectre?
Yeah, but I've got a different number, though, so sorry, I did that wrong. It's that number there, I just put in the ESL admin chat.
Got it.
And if you can invite me, what I'll do is then I'll friend everyone that's in the chat for the party. Okay. Okay, where are you? You're Havoc.
Yep, I'm
Havoc.
Havoc.
Friend. Alright, so now we are...
Night.
You what?
Future Medic is good night.
Alright, I gotta friend her then, so add friend.
Nicotina. Who is Sam?
Sam Ganji?
Yeah. Bly, DJ, and Nicotina. I got Nicotina, I got Bly, I got DJ.
The thing is, we can't get to the NA ESL chat, can we, from here?
No.
Dang it. So, how... Wait a minute. Sinistro, here, he's messaging me now. This one. What is... What the hell? Whoa, that's the... Okay, I'm in the ESL chat now, I guess. I just found it?
Yeah.
Okay, hype. So then Sinistro... Did you already add him? Is that him added?
Sinistro can't be in game. He's got 300 milliseconds lag.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look at this to see what this one is. Hold on. Sinestro just sent me... Oh, that's the chat. Okay.
Yeah. There's ESL Europe, then there's ESL.
That's what it is. So now I need to join the group. There. Now I've joined the group.
There he is.
Alright. Okay. By the way, guys, thank you for guys watching. I'd like to actually say hello to Abither, and I never can pronounce your name. I believe it's Swift RH and Trigonal. Thank you for viewing the stream. We are currently flipping over to the EU stream due to the fact that the two finalists are actually EU based. So give us a second. I guess I did actually have an EU account. I didn't realize it because I'm like low. I'm not even ranked this season. Yeah, I'm not even ranked this season because I haven't played. I'm the party leader. Great. Make the frickin' silver noob be the party leader.
I was the silver noob, dick.
I am. What is this? New feature extension mods. Great. This tells you how little I play on this. What are we doing? We're doing Moonlight.
Yep. And
Like Madness we will create with mod. Do we have everyone here first of all? So we've got Future, we've got you, we've got Bly, we've got Revolution, we've got everyone else is here. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let me do this. Where is Hard? Sorry, I was just verifying everyone was in the chat. Oh, it is getting hotter than hell in my apartment. Come on! GameHeart mod had better be in the freaking EU. Why does this take so long?
It is an EU.
Alright, so the ESL Europe. Alright, give me 1 second. This thing is still searching for GameHeart for some potato reason. So let me go back. And I need... Oh, there's now the extensions. Are you kidding me? You know what? Just stop being a potato. I'm going to turn my AC back on because I'm dying here. It won't, you know, it won't bring up the mod. Like, it says to create it, but it won't let. Oh wait a minute, is that it? WC? Oh, screw it. There, I got it. Woohoo! Yeah, you know what, Future Medic? Yeah, I get it. I forget all the time, and you know why? Because I'm casting and not paying attention. Oh, did I disconnect it again?
Oh, that's who Avatar is. I knew him. Sup,
yeah. Bro? Okay. Yay! Everyone's here. Says everyone's in unnamed. Oh, you know what? Hold on.
You gotta move Revolution up.
I can't tell. It just says undefined spectator. So I gotta hold on. So I know what I gotta do. I gotta actually close out of. Hold on 1 second here. I know what the problem is, and I gotta go back to solve the problem. So give me a hot second here. We're gonna hit refresh on this. All right, I gotta remake this, guys. It's my fault, right. And I apologize. So I gotta remake. Actually, you know what? Leave party and everybody. All right, fine. I'll do that. I'm gonna leave the party here. Where is the party? Why can't I pick on my own name? There it is. Leave party. MP
Leave
chat.
party.
Bly is in position. I can't see anyone. Hold on, I'm gonna. Ah, fuck. I can't. I couldn't. I should have made you party leader before I did. So who's party leader now? Re-add me.
No, Nicotina is.
Oh, I'm gonna have to quit this. There, I've disconnected from the game. Someone's gonna have to re-add me.
There we go. They added Bly. Bly made Bly the party leader.
All right, so now re-add me. Sorry guys, like my connection is normally not this bad. Did the lobby stay there though? At least.
Yes.
Okay, so it's made correctly. But someone's gonna have to re-add me to the lobby.
Bly's doing it right now.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Like I said, I don't know what goes on. It only happens when I have the video. There you go. Sam got me. All right, now add me to the. I need to be in the lobby then. So I'm in the party again. Now I need to be added to the lobby.
It says cannot invite him.
Can't invite me.
He has to relog.
Log in. All right, doing that. I'm on it. I'm exiting the game now. God damn it. Seriously, why can't the internet just be fun and nice?
I heard somebody talking a while back. about how like they would be perfectly fine with not advancing anything at all in technology.
Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. My freaking BattleNet updated. What the hell? There's no update right now. It just literally, it went through the BattleNet thing. It said initializing, and then it like wrapped up. So I don't know. Retard internet. What I really wish is that like Skype and then BattleNet would not go out and use 50,000.
Mine does that every once in a while.
Am I in the right region?
Yeah. Yeah, you're online. It says it's inviting you.
I haven't gotten an invite yet. Now my friends are there. Okay, I see you guys. If not, I mean... Here, I'm going to close this. That's going away. What's this other crap that I have open that I don't want to open? That can go away.
Medic says in lobby chat.
Yeah, I'm in the ESL Europe lobby chat.
She says in the game lobby.
I'm in the game. Yeah.
She said, just buy new parts and stop fucking overclocking.
You know what? I would, but give me $1,300 to buy what I want to do because I don't buy things that are crap.
There's your game invite. I just sent your game invite.
Finally. All right, I'm closing this down. That has to stay open. That I don't need. This. All right, I've got everything I can possibly close down. Whatever. I'm in some party now too. Great. I'm in the game lobby before I'm in the party.
Hey, whatever works. All right, at least you can cast it.
It's okay. You know what? By the way, we don't have any refs in this match.
It's okay. These guys won't need it. They're stand-up individuals.
All right. We think they're stand-up individuals. Maybe they're sit-down individuals. Maybe they just kind of lean. I don't know. I'm being retarded
out
now.
a little bit.
Yeah. All right. We'll go back to this. All right, people of the interwebs and the internets. Music is enabled. We've got a match where my computer is not going retarded, but I suppose I'm also connecting to an EU server, so it's probably not a good idea to be streaming on an EU server when you're an American-based player. Take a breath, DJ.
Hey, I did it earlier today, and I was fine. I dropped like 2 frames total. That was it.
But I haven't dropped. Let's see here. I don't think I've dropped any frames. Let me check the frame dropping here. So far, I've dropped no frames. That's good. Okay, so anyway, in the lower right-hand corner, taking a battle that took the match with some very, very spammed fungals, it's Bly.
And then all the way at the top right, representing Seed Gaming, we have our Red Zerg Revolution, which, I mean, I kind of really feel bad for him. Don't get me wrong, I like Bly. Bly is a friend of mine. I see him here every week. He puts on interesting games every week. But he had the unit advantage, he had the economy advantage at one point, upgrade advantage at one point, and Bly still won because of Supreme Micro. I mean, it just sucks to have every advantage you could possibly have and still lose a game.
I was gonna say ha ha ha, but yeah. But you know what the thing is? I think 2 things that he should have done, and here was something that he did. Revolution was able to get into the main with mutas twice. You know what he didn't do? Snipe the Spire. He got the infestation pit. Good for him. He didn't get the Spire.
I think he was worried about overextending again and having the infestors actually hit him.
The thing is, though, he had a weapon advantage, and the thing is, he could have snuck out at the back and gotten out, because you know the layout of the base. You know that, like, it's far away from the main ramp for the infestors to waddle their asses up there. He could have sniped that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing is that he could have, and sniping the Spire would have also slowed down the upgrades for tech, right? For their units.
You see what's going on, right?
I see 2. Yeah, I see a 1 base all in, and I see a.
Is what you see.
Sorry, I don't know why I said. I just call it because I don't know. By the time I notice the pool, I don't notice how many drones are there. But what I see is an early expansion. I see 1 base versus 2 bases, and bro, 1 base versus 2 bases is always gonna win. And right here, 6 Zerglings hauling ass across the map.
Yeah, hauling fast as slow lings go, but Bly's got 2 lings, a queen on the way. He can cancel. He's gonna have plenty of time to cancel that natural.
He is, but the thing is, it doesn't matter. Where are his combat units? He doesn't have any. I mean, he does.
As long as he doesn't knock him below 8 drones, Bly still wins.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, like, if he micros this correctly, he can hold this. All he's got to do is get those... All he's got to do, he can get this. He's just chipping away at it. He is reinforcing. There are more Zerglings, far more Zerglings, actually, for Revolution. And he is sending more across the map. So if he's able to actually get any kind of engagement around these drones, he can take out these drones and these Zerglings. And as long as the Zerglings aren't, oh, and that's it. That's what he needed. He got a decent engagement there, but now there are 6 more Lings out here versus the 9 of Revolution. I mean, he really needed to just engage those drones a bit more. The income, it's still 10 to 14, and Bly still has the advantage here because there are no more drones being made actually by Revolution.
Revolution's only goal here is to knock Bly below the amount of drones that he has. That gives him the advantage and wins him the game, and he's not going to be able to do it at this point.
No, even when the Banelings are out. I mean, the Banelings will help, but unless he does the Zerglings, sorry, Zerglings and the Banelings, he connects. He does manage to cancel. He wastes the Banelings though. I mean, he doesn't waste them. I mean, he does kill him. He does manage. Oh, he doesn't quite get the one drone, and now even more Zerglings are out. And this is the part that gets iffy because now the Banelings are being made, but they're gonna get surrounded by these Zerglings. It's not gonna be enough. They get canceled. Now he has speed. I mean, he does have faster speed, so this will help him cross the map with reinforce. So.
And Bly even? Yeah, Bly doesn't even have speed on the way, so that is going to be something. But
yeah, and if he gets even he throws out an Evo chamber and gets +1 melee or anything, like this is going to be bad for Bly. But what is Revolution needs to take this advantage. He doesn't have the econ advantage, so he has to push the unit advantage because the econ advantage now is slipping away from him. It's 16 to 10 as far as workers go.
Yeah,
and the natural is now defended.
Droning.
Yeah, and the natural is defended. You know. And so these Banelings will pop, and Bly might be able to pick off one of them, and Revolution might be able to save them. But what he needs to do more than anything is he's got to get into that mineral line, like you said.
Yep, and right now he can't because Bly's production is twice what his is easily. I mean, even though now he's got a queen popping out, he's got a couple more drones popping out. He's still not going to be able to outproduce Bly with 2 hatcheries and...
No, I mean, even if he had a macro hatch, but he just doesn't have the workers. I mean, look at this. It's still 10 workers to 18. Like, give me a break.
And four queens. I mean,
yeah,
he's
and look
gonna
at
have to do some serious work just to even come close to it. And 3
yeah,
spots.
and he's breaking down the rocks, but here it is that Bly knows that something's up. I mean, he probably saw the Lings move because his Overlord was over here. But he's got 2 queens and... all these rocks to break down. It's 500. These rocks are going to fall very shortly here, long before these rocks here fall. So he's still got 1,000 hit points versus... Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yep.
And he sees it with the Overlord and decides, screw it. But he does do the smart thing and bring him back, but there's queens, there's 3 spines. There's no way he's going to be able to do anything here. He does spot that there's more defenses than he can handle. He's got lots of Banelings on the way, which is the only way he's going to be able to really defend against this. I mean, Spine Crawlers, for what they're worth, I mean, they do 25 damage. But, you know, Banelings only have 30. There's not a lot there. I mean, there are a lot of Banelings, though. I mean, that is 8 Banelings. That is going to do some serious damage. That's something he explodes against all the armored units, but he does great transfuses.
1 spine and 1 queen.
Wow.
Bly goes up 2-0.
Once you hold the temple, it's so
Hard to fight back out of that. You're so far behind.
And the thing is that even if you keep doing that, like, I mean, you have to drone up, like, even if you do 2 racks proxy for Terran, like the strongest thing is to pull all the workers so you have some buffer between the few Marines you do have and the attacking forces.
Guess
the thing
what?
is, you still, what?
You didn't drop.
Well, it's because I'm still in the game.
Oh.
Watch this. Victory stream's going to cause me to drop.
Oh, and there he goes.
Told you. It's because no, wait a minute. I'm not totally dead. I reconnected. Huzzah! The key is I have to wait for all of you people to get out, because what happens is Battle.net tries to load the stats for everyone simultaneously, and it doesn't always fly right.
Yeah. It's all good. They saw the game. That's what's important, right?
Why? Don't make me the freaking party leader! This is like the worst idea in the history of bad ideas. This is like saying give the schizophrenic, hyperactive kid that's full of caffeine a semi-automatic weapon and no safety.
It's
that is
the same thing to Sam. Maybe you should pass it to Bly. He's got a European connection.
I'll try it one more time, you crazy bastards, but this is a terrible idea. This cactus, right? Yeah.
Yeah, wait. Is Bly... What the fuck is Bly?
Is he not in the... Wait, did he DC? No, that couldn't have happened.
Oh, go map. I guess he's inviting, maybe?
Okay. I'll disconnect too, I guess. Leave party. How come I can't leave the party? No, I'm in the wrong party. Here, I'll... Okay, so I guess we'll all just leave the party. Alright, whatever. Better for everyone.
Map should be Cactus, right?
Yeah, it's Cactus, Terra, and Dash are the next 3. By the way, Nikki B. Red, welcome to the stream again. I know you've been around. Black Knight 232, welcome to the stream. Awesome. Glad to see you guys are here. We are doing the ESL Open number 29. Someone, either Bly or, pardon me, Revolution, taking home $50. So that's what's happening here right now. I'd like to welcome Inspector Zealot and Tonka Daily to the stream. Awesome to have you guys here. Appreciate it. If you guys like what I do, go ahead and hit the follow button so that we can I can share the love. I can give you a shazout out on the internet, so your name is forever enshrined in this particular matchup and on this stream, because I will have VODs. I don't have individual matches. I just have one giant stream that I do. So if you want to check that out, you can go ahead and check out the stream tomorrow, or actually when this is done, for what it's worth. For what it's worth. I did try this the second time. I had a power outage at my apartment, so actually the first match I tried to cast puked on me. And then my original caster had his PC completely go AWOL, so I am casting now with Brett, who you can see below me. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's DJ Spectre TV. And if you are looking at this, if you're watching one of these videos, on a VOD, on YouTube or whatever, it's twitch.tv/DJ Spectre. If you want to watch it there. I don't have a Facebook or anything page set up because I figured Twitter is about as crazy as I'm willing to be. But we are waiting for match number 3, which will be on Cactus. In the meantime, Rodrette, why don't you tell these people where they can find you if they want to?
Okay. Alright. We're just gonna make a game and invite.
Who'd we just drop? We just lost someone.
Yeah, I just dropped the party.
You just left the party?
Yeah, Bly, make game, please.
I'm inviting you to party now because I'm the leader.
We're not doing a party. We're just gonna do a game. That way we don't have to worry about anybody's issues.
Okay, so then that's cool. I'll just drop out then. I'm out. Fuck it. You guys can just invite me to the game when you're ready. Oh man, this sunburn is already starting to itch. I'm gonna regret this tomorrow. Type
Oh, yeah.
hype. Yes, hype. Tonka. I think so. Your name is Tonko Daily. What happens is when you click the little like 3-bar thing at the bottom, what happens is that you end up you see just their names, but you don't see necessarily the capitalization. So if your Twitch account wasn't capitalized to begin with, it doesn't show up properly here. Like if you notice, my name doesn't have the S capitalized, but it is capitalized when I actually type in chat. So all right. Root
There
for
we go.
seed.
Alright, we need
we have
good night.
everyone. No,
No.
hold on. Good night is invited. I'm not inviting her to the party.
You go ahead and suggest her.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to her and tell her we're not doing it. All right.
Alright, now we should be good. 2,
All right.
6.
So anyway, yeah, we're just waiting here. Normally it's not this quiet, but it's just like, Jesus, haha. Hey, you know what? It wouldn't be a tournament unless there was technical issues, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's all good. We're all volunteers. We don't have to be perfect.
I only accept perfection, which is
Yeah.
why after this we're talking about your microphone quality. I'm kidding.
Yeah, my microphone quality is pretty bad. It's a SteelSeries headset. I don't know why it sounds like Mr. Roboto to you.
No, but it's like you're far away. It's like it's a desk-mounted headset or mic, right?
How about now that I've bent it a little more close to my face?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be bent close to your face ever. That sounds dirty.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad.
No offense. I mean, but I think my girlfriend might be a little bit upset if I suddenly start bending down to men's faces. She'd be like, what you think you're doing? She's not black. She's Filipino. She doesn't sound like that. But that's that sort of reaction I get. Like one of those looks, like the hands on the hips and like the tilted head. That's the sort of look I'd get.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine would just smack me in the head.
Mine, I don't think would do that. You guys have probably bumped into her on the stream. She goes by Hotaro Hana on the stream. She doesn't have one, but she shows up in my chat and then heckles me a lot.
Yeah, I try to get my girlfriend to watch me on stream or play games with me. She's just like, yeah, no, not my thing.
But I got her into playing Portal, so that's a start.
Yeah.
Hold on. Apparently my Battle.net connection just puked out. Whatever. Who cares? Anyway, we're looking at... I'll do the other guy. In the lower left-hand corner. The guy who did a very ballsy 10 pool, but just couldn't quite close the deal. It is Revolution of
And
Seed
then-
Gaming.
All the way up on the top right, the guy who successfully held off that ballsy 10 pool, representing Team Acer, it's Bly. So do you think we're going to see more cheese out of Revolution again? Or
What I want is a friggin' Nidus Worm. I don't care where on the map. I don't care if you make it on like the wrong spawning part of the entire map. I don't care if you make it in the center or if you make enough Nidus Worms that it spells the word good luck. Have fun. But I want frickin' Nidus Worms.
That's a lot of Nidus.
Whatever, I guess if you don't make anything else and you just Nidus your way to victory. There's enough room in the middle, I think, to say GLHF. Like, you have to like hop over these rocks to do it, but I think it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, Cactus is pretty open in the middle there. It's got a couple little spikes and stuff.
Yeah, like the ramps up to the I think this is one of the options for the third base. The chokes tend to be right where the base apologize. It's right where the bases tend to be, like right approaching them. They'll have like narrow chokes, right? But like once you get past that narrow choke, like into like the main area, like the middle, it's not as bad. It widens up a little bit. It does sort of narrow slightly right as you get in the middle area, but any battle out in this middle area is just like a free-for-all.
For Zerg, anyway.
It's a free-for-all for any race. Because actually, the middle of this map, there was actually a strategy that before Widow Mines were introduced in Heart of the Swarm, the only defense Terran had against Ling Bling Muta was Marine Tank. That was your only defense.
Right.
And what you would do is you'd see the... I don't have any spikes. Mine is fine. No. Negative.
I had like 2 spikes right in the middle.
I didn't have any. I'm so far good.
I had
I'm
like
just...
2
I know
spikes
they
right
can't. I know they can't
there.
hear us, but I'm just saying. I'm letting at least the casters know that we're not. By the way, I forgot the production tab again. Sorry, there's a production tab, guys. How do you like that? Forgot the names at the top.
Yeah, Bly said he felt like it's not him. If it wasn't him and it wasn't Revolution,
Then it's one of us.
Yeah.
But the thing is that mine wasn't lagging. I didn't feel anything. And here it is, 4 Zerglings in the middle of the map. Ironically, there's 2 more actually for Revolution. So this fight's going to go in the favor of Revolution if Bly stays in it. Oh, nope, guess not. That's my bad. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, good night. You weren't part of this to begin with. The reinforcements do happen for Bly, and so he is able to push away these Zerglings. I mean, now it's an even fight with 5-on-5. There's 2 more coming. And this is the state of ZVZ, where you see a bunch of Zerglings just sort of run back and forth, and the micro has to be, like, super real. Because even though you don't have to worry about, dealing with, what is it? Creep spread.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, but look at this.
Speed.
Speed is also taking place, too. It's going to just hit for one. It's going to hit for the other one.
Game changer.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. Partially.
Oh, and Revolution actually has the advantage here. Where's his Banelings at? His Baneling is just moving forward, and they are going to take out these other Zerglings. So they're going to sacrifice. That's a nice move. There's Zerglings here. There's Zerglings here. Revolution is now outproducing Zerglings in comparison to Acer because, I'm sorry, Bly. Bly does not have a natural, but then again, that is Revolution. But it's just Zergling, Zergling, Zergling. And by the way, there's some more Zerglings.
See, is it 13? I think they both went 13, 14.
By the way, I have a spammer in my chat right now. So give me a second. I'm going to go time him out. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, the difference is Bly made 3 drones.
Okay. So I, unfortunately, am going to time out that user. Don't do that again. Dingling tutors, I don't want to hear about it.
Free me.
Whatever. I didn't. It was something stupid. I don't care. I deleted his message. So there's a. Oh no! Revolution's gonna move his lings out of the way. He does not. His nice spread. He managed to take out 2 of them. There's 2 banelings there. There's more banelings. All you gotta do is do baneling on baneling because this is interesting to watch. You gotta move him out of the way though.
Oh.
And he does get some connections, but we're down to Zergling and 3 banelings on the units. So if you look at the total units, I mean they're pretty even on armies. Without some other unit to sort of make things like this, until you get to either a Roach or Mutatech, you're going to basically just see the same thing over and over and over again. He does send a couple Zerglings out to sort of pick off this Baneling. That Baneling does take out 2 Zerglings, but it was smartly done. You know, Revolution is taking 2 Zerglings out, although he's taking 2 Zerglings out as opposed to 1. So he's actually losing more Zerglings than he should, which is kind of a bad thing. Like, he really shouldn't take out... Oh, and here's the Banelings rolling in. He manages to connect with the Banelings again, but Baneling on Baneling just means Banelings die, not Zerglings. So, Revolution is trying to sneak his... Where's his Banelings going? Why is he taking the Banelings the long way around? Oh my god, this could be key. Right here, the Banelings for Revolution are taking the long way around due to pathing problems. And now what we see is... Oh! He does manage to get 1 off. 1 detonates. He doesn't get in to get all the rest of them. Now, his 2 Banelings that have decided to take the scenic route finally show up. More Banelings appear, and this is going to be very difficult, I think, for Bly to get out of here.
And somehow he manages to do it.
Because he runs on the mineral line, and Banelings without speed are terrible.
Yep, that is indeed true.
Yes, and unfortunately, this is why I wish Baneling speed in ZVZ was an option. Right at the start. I mean, versus TVT, I want it to be like, I want them to have to get Hive Tech and a Greater Spire and an Infestation Pit
before they can get main speed.
Yes.
It sounds like there's a small balance issue with your
No,
problem.
there is no balance issue with it because Banelings are, they, pardon my language, fucking suck as a Terran player.
More Banes, more wins, man.
Whatever. The thing is, the maps are all Zerg heavy anyway. You get your Banelings and then I have nowhere to Marine split.
It's all good, buddy.
That's
One
asking
day
for a
you guys
nuclear
will be
missile for a
overpowered, yeah.
TVP. Ha, yes. TVZ. Alright, so he does have a couple Banelings, but you know what? Versus the armor and stuff of this is an engagement that I don't think Revolution can win, and he's engaging into it anyway. There's far too many units for Bly, and far too much armor with the, you know, with the Queens there. I mean, there's just nothing you can do, and now he's got to run cross-map all the way back, you know, and like, worker counts? Even. No advantage. Upgrade counts? No advantage.
Bly just went up to 36 drones.
That's a lot of
Got a
drones.
pretty big worker advantage.
Yeah, and he's trying to let the Queen actually do the work. The Zerglings here are not going to survive. They're going to die. The reinforcements arrive. The drones are now getting in the act to go ahead and try to save the Spine Crawler. Good move, actually. He does manage to keep... he manages to save all those drones. That's actually impressive. However,
Yeah,
by the way...
pretty low, but...
Oh, yeah, but look at this. We've had 100 units exactly have been killed in this game between both people.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good units.
It is. 46 and 64.
Yeah, that's 100. DJ with its basic math skills.
It's okay. If you ask me to multiply those together, I am screwed.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at basic math too, just not like as fast.
It's actually entropy. It's a best of 5.
Yep.
So it is a best
Bly
of
is
5.
currently up 2-0.
So Revolution's got to do something here. I mean, you know what he doesn't see? These lings coming in the back. I mean, once again, on an attack path to the natural, you know, sneaky. I mean, he's going to get in with these Zerglings and Banelings, and he'll do some work with these Banelings, but the Zerglings over in his natural are just going to go ahead and ruin his econ just enough to make life suck for him. He detonates both Banelings, though, unfortunately, on Zerglings that were coming in, so he doesn't get any decent hits on the workers. In the meantime, his natural is all but gone. 9 workers were killed, 10 workers are killed, and he's got to haul ass all the way back cross map to try to defend it because once again he doesn't have enough stack defense to deal.
And Bly's still on his way. He's got a redrone, and Bly's coming in with more lanes.
Yeah.
He might have killed 3 of Bly's drones across the map, but I mean, there's a 17 worker advantage here.
Yeah, and it's 10 drones that were killed in that last fight of Revolutions. I mean, the income count is 39 to 51. That is not something that any race or any mirror match can deal with. That's a whole base worth of extra units.
I mean, look at the supply, look at the money. I mean, it's...
Yeah, I mean, it's 6 supply to 22 supply. Like, for army value, and like worker value? No way. And that is it. It looks like Bly is going to go ahead and take today's $50 in this with a count of 3-0.
Yep, very well done, man. It all came down to the economy. Revolution was down on the economy every single game.
Yeah, and you know what he couldn't do is he didn't get the Banelings in position to ruin the economy of Bly. He got the Banelings in there, but he detonated them on Zerglings, which I'm
Right.
like, no, you want to detonate those on workers. Like that's what you always go for. Even if you only have one Banshee that you know is gonna die, take out some workers. So,
Yeah.
congratulations to Acer Bly for getting the $50. So you will be getting a $50 payment. I don't know how they pay U.S. players. I assume they just send them $50, and somewhere in there the exchange rate does its job.
Yeah, we send them $50 USD and it automatically converts when it gets to their account. Like
So,
it does, like PayPal.
oh, okay. So PayPal
Yep.
handles the translation.
Yep.
All right, so a few things here real quick. We're going to do shout-outs. We'll wrap this up, by the way. For people who are watching tonight, thank you very much. Entropy StarCraft, welcome to the stream. Glad to see Killer Bunnies, Malcolm, Nikki B. Red, and Koshki, thank you for hanging out. If you guys like what we do, go ahead and hit follow. Lets me know my Twitch follows is not working, but I will check real quick here to make sure that I haven't missed anyone that might have followed beforehand. So give me a second here. I will check that. Let's see here. There's that. But go ahead and hit follow. It lets us know you like what we do. You can follow me on Twitter at Twitch. At DJ Spectre TV, and that will get you into my super mega important Twitter. And then if you're watching this on a VOD or something, it's twitch.tv/DJ Spectre. So check me out for my streams. I do Sunday tournaments, Wednesday tournaments, both through ESL, and then I have my own personal weekly show called Thirsty Thursday where I play video games, I get drunk, and I have a personal theory that says that I get better at games the more I drink. I haven't actually proved that correctly yet, but we're going to see if I can get it one of these days. So go ahead and click follow, check out those times, and Regret, where can they find you, when can they find you, and why would they want to find you? What do you do?
You want to find me because I spend most of my time heckling DJ during his show and casts that he does, whether it's with Pluto or Pass or anything, and I think I'm somewhat funny. But you can find me at my Twitter is at regretsc2. I don't use it as much. I'm trying to get into it a little bit more. I don't have my own weekly show like DJ does, but me and him have been talking a little bit about doing a joint stream called Bros, Beers, and Bad Games or something like that. We haven't really figured it out yet. But we're going to be doing that. If you want to follow me on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/regretsc2_. Love to have it. I normally top out with 2 whole viewers, so.
And one of those is me, and the other one is himself. I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, Moobot's there too, okay? All right?
Okay, 3.
Moobot's
Sorry, you're moving up in the world. Like
yeah,
I am.
right.
Like my average high point is I think my average is about 6 to 7. However, I'm not like oh pity me, no big deal. I'll do it anyway just because I like doing it. And at some point, by the way, guys, I might be, brace yourself, I've started dabbling in Rocket League. So I'm not going to switch away from my main StarCraft stuff. I still play StarCraft quite a bit, but I've decided that I need just a short break. So I might try some Rocket League. I've been playing it. It's very good. However, I'm the only dumbass in the universe that's playing Rocket League with a mouse and keyboard. I have a controller. In fact, it's right here, but I don't use it very often because at the time you got to custom map all the keys to the buttons. And even though it has controller support, I don't know if it'll work necessarily. So anyway, come watch the hilarity as I try to play soccer with cars, potentially this Thursday. And you can catch me, like I said, this Wednesday. I'll be doing the Skill Cup, which, by the way, if you guys don't know, if you're bronze or higher, and well, actually, it's bronze, silver, gold, and then diamond, platinum. If you're in one of those 2 groups, then you guys can go ahead and join and have your own little. We mod and admin and cast a tournament. There, bronze, silver, gold is in one tournament, and then platinum, diamond is another. Come check it out. Sometimes I participate in the platinum, diamond because I was platinum last season. So despite the fact that I'm currently ranked gold this year, they keep lumping me into the platinum. So you can come watch my face get wrecked, and then I'll cast afterwards. So that's always fun for someone.
Yeah, and I'm still have not won the BSG, and I'm so close to platinum. I've been in the finals 10 times, been in the semifinals 10 times. It just hasn't happened yet.
You know what's really funny about that is the thing is that I was in the finals once for BSG, but the one time I made it, you know how I got there?
How?
I got 2 buys. I got a buy in the first round, and then the guy that I beat had to go to, or the guy that beat me in like the semis, had to go to bed. And so he's like, "Well, just take my place." I'm like, "All right." So I'm in the finals, and then I got like shut out. I was like, "Oh wow, congratulations! I had terrible finals."
Yeah, and then the times I was in the finals, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I have to get up at 5 to go to work, so they
Oh.
knew I was gonna try to cheese my way through, so I was ready for it every time.
Yeah, I've done that. I've got a pretty dope 2 racks that I do that you guys will never see coming. Mainly because I do it so badly that you're like, this can't possibly be his attack.
Oh yeah, with the 5 workers with it.
No, the 5 workers stay in the base, and then I bring all the rest of them with me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You know what's funny is I actually there's another diamond level player called Zephyrus, and she's actually won or come close to winning the platinum diamond tournament before. She's a Zerg player. I met her in the open, and I beat her with that build.
No way.
Yeah, and I beat her on what was was it Secret Spring? Yeah, it was Secret Spring. I beat her on Secret Spring, and she didn't think that I was going to completely commit the way I did, and I was actually able to have enough workers from my main, because I keep making workers, that I actually reinforced with extra SCVs from the main cross map. That's how I won. I reinforced with workers. Dumbest thing ever, and it was in a best of 1, and she's like, "I didn't think that was going to happen."
Sometimes
like,
you
"I'm
do
sorry."
like unorthodox stuff, and you're just like, "Hey, it worked."
I know. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. It is 8:45 here. I think I'm gonna go urinate, and then I'm gonna come back and maybe I might not end my stream. I might start up later, but I'm not gonna do it with the current header I have. So I'm gonna go use the restroom. Regret's probably gonna go do something that Regret does, and I'm gonna end my stream here in about a minute.
Going to bed. I gotta be to work in 7 hours.
Well, that's why you drink the beer. It'll knock you out like a baby.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, so I'm out. Thank you for guys for viewing. Don't forget to follow. And that is it for the ESL Open number 29. Congratulations to Ace.